sure does feel like a Monday, doesn't it? It's the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, 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 Kristi Lee.
Hey, chick.
She's over there at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I am Chick McGee. And here is Tom Griswold. Or as we call him, El Cabal.
Meaning, of course, the Cabal.
The Cabal.
Yeah, of course. Thank you very much.
Exactly right. Yes.
Willie, you're still in it.
I knew it. I'm Hemi Butler, baby. Come on.
I was shocked, amazed, and very surprised that the Heat won in Boston last night.
It's so funny because people aren't saying the Heat. They're just saying Jimmy Butler won in Boston last night.
And that's like the second time the Bruins got beaten at home. Boston, obviously. And now the Celtics have gotten beaten Game 7 by number 8 seeds. Wow. It's not a good... I think Kraft and that damn Brady and all those Patriots have something to do with this because somebody sold their soul and go, all right, Patriots can win, but Celtics and the Bruins are going nowhere.
I think it was best put many years ago, there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out.
And sadly, I have to tell you, Tom, that one of your dreams might very well be coming true. I'm going to explain this. The Golden Knights advanced to the Stanley Cup to take on the Panthers. They do away with the Stars last night, 6-0. I think I'm going to make one of your dreams come true. And it concerns Ace's Las Vegas Raiders. You remember when they signed Jimmy Garoppolo to be the Las Vegas Raiders quarterback? Well, apparently he had a foot injury.
Right.
And the Raiders knew it, but they signed a waiver. Said, come on, it's okay. It's March. It'll be fine by, well, apparently their foot injury is much worse than they expected. And guess who they're talking about coming in?
Tom Brady.
As part owner of the Raiders. Yes, Tom Brady might be quarterbacking a team he owns coming up this season. Aren't you happy about all this?
Don't want it.
Don't want it,
Oh, come
Ace said.
It'd be entertaining.
That's not winning.
However,
Ace, why would you not want that?
Yeah, Ace maybe, so for the first time, I think, Ace, you are correct. Entertaining and winning are usually two different things.
however, the only fly in the ointment, what else we got? Stick in the mud? What fly in the
Wrench in the works.
Wrench in the works.
Ghost in the machine.
Baby in the
stepping on your
bathwater.
dick.
Yeah, this is the only problem we might have. Brady would need to be approved unanimously by all the owners to let him play and also be an owner. I don't know what this covers. I don't know where this reel came
understand how many more eyeballs that would get?
Why? It's stupid and funny, but and I don't see your infatuation with it. Just because he's part owner, he's going to go out there and play football. I don't get it.
It's a cool, fun,
No, it's not.
unusual
it's
story.
Stupid and
Do you like what about Tom
Brady's
Brady?
ego
What about Tom Brady throws 3 interceptions game 1, and then Tom Brady has to go in for a meeting with the owner.
Yeah.
And he has a suit and he has different lighting and he's yelling at
right.
himself.
That's
they
right.
tape it. That could be a really good time for me.
yes, sir.
Don't they have a second? Don't they have a
They're
second?
going to come up with something, obviously.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's May, but of course the NFL has been talking about 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Yeah, you were just telling me off the air there's some fantasy football show, and 3 guys were already talking about
Who
it.
are you targeting for the season?
Oh,
It's a little early.
I don't know if I'm going to be alive in August, okay?
Could we get back to Willie's bet? Now, where are you with respect to the bet?
Cash out today, all done. What do you
it
got?
started
I'm
with
cashed out for like $600 right now. It's
Right
not
now.
the highest it was when they were up 3-0. When they were up 3-0 over the Celtics, I got cashed out at $900.
It started with $40.
$40. So I could cash out at $600. I'm just going to let it ride. I'm not going to cash out.
Here's what Uncle Chick will tell you. Get out now.
The Nuggets are going to win. They're
Nuggets-
a better team. They're well rested.
And if the Nuggets don't win in 4 straight, I'll be shocked. Denver is
Can you make
Really?
stunning.
Can you make
Yes.
another bet? Can you bet on how many games the Nuggets will win out of the series?
You can bet
can.
everything.
Yeah, you can bet everything. You can bet if he's going to shoot left-handed.
So you would bet the sweep.
Yeah, Nuggets in 4. They haven't lost yet in the playoffs. They're very good.
So they're due.
They're
Yeah.
due to lose.
This is how this is how gamblers think. Wait a minute. They're due.
No,
But they've been sitting around for a long time. Maybe they forgot how to play.
I am Jokic.
Honestly, how long have they been off the? Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I forget how to play.
Certainly didn't mean
let's
to
see,
interrupt.
What country is he from now?
Serbia, Croatia.
It sounded like he was from Paris.
I forgot how to play. Anyway, yeah, so I'd go with Nuggets are 9-point favorites for game one. 9.
What is that, Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday night on ABC television.
Okay. And today is officially Tuesday. Have we come up, by the way, with to change the subject for the third time this show? We have the famous fake morning show now, the lightweight morning show with Light and Lame.
I've never heard the lightweight term, but that kind of...
Well, you know what I'm saying. Light rock, I'm sorry. Like yacht rocky, whatever it's going to be.
How about soft rock with Light and Lame? I like that much.
Okay, okay. And then we've come up with, I think, was it Kristi or
What?
Godwin that had Get the Bread Out?
And I had Manilow Mondays or
No, I
something.
think you had mandatory Manilow instead
that's it.
instead of mandatory Metallica. That's hilarious, Kristi. And then we had the special on Saturday, Breakfast with the Bagels.
Sure.
We
Now, what is that?
Breakfast with Bacharach.
because a lot of stations have
I know it's the Beatles, but
Breakfast with the Beatles.
yes, but
on
the
Sunday.
bagels doesn't refer to music. You
No, you idiot! It's
jerk.
moving it to a Saturday in honor of the origin of the bagel. Why am I talking?
no.
The man
Breakfast with the Bagels, that makes no sense.
The benefits of a classical education. To the subliterates, they don't get it. That's fine. Let's see.
He really believes that.
Have we
I know.
come up with a mock 2 for Tuesday?
I'm not playing anymore.
Is there a soft band that
Till
starts
Tuesday for Tuesday? They had like one soft.
Because the Jewish culture invented bagels, I insist if we're going to have breakfast with the bagels on Sunday, we should have Jewish artists. If you want to do that, I'll accept it.
Yes, that's
Simon
fine.
and Garfunkel.
That would be perfect. That would be perfect. You could have artists of the Jewish faith on
There's Gary
Saturday morning.
Lewis and the
Breakfast
Playboys.
with the Bagels. It would be
Yeah,
fun.
That's fine.
Now, could we get back to? We have to figure out something for 2 for
Norman
Tuesday.
Greenbaum.
Who, ironically, his big hit was.
High in the Sky something.
I remember it's
Sandy
about-
Koufax's
it's about
greatest
Jesus.
hits. Oh, sorry.
Oh, right.
2 for Tuesday's gone. How about that?
That's Skinner, though.
With the
Tuesday's gone.
win. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to think of a lame band for that. I'll work on that. Now, we have what else I should say is coming up in sports?
Oh, yeah, we got, we're going to talk more. We had an NBA coach hired. That's the rumor at this point, anyway. We had the Coca-Cola 600 yesterday. It was rained out on Sunday. Ryan Blaney might have won that race. I can't confirm or deny that.
What Penske is just whatever Penske's got. He is the luckiest, most unbelievable.
You sound like my mom.
Lucky. I don't think it's luck.
Wins the 500, wins the 600. Good for them.
Congratulations to Joseph Newgarden. We've got an interview with him posted on the various Bob and Tom social media
I was
platforms.
fully ready for you to tell me he was your best friend, and you guys were going to hang out. And
Really?
yeah.
We salute him and his fine work. We are going to be, by the way, doing a little special auction coming up this week to raise some extra funds for the thing we were talking about, Homes for Our Troops. We have a very rare poster we had signed by Mr. A.J. Foyt.
Well, they came close to winning that race.
Tino Ferrucci came very close indeed. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Right now, I want to remind you that over the weekend, Chick spent a great deal of time in the compound.
That's exactly right. And for one portion of the weekend, what was that, Sunday, I was out all day, drunk with rum in someone's backyard. I forget who. But I had peace of mind because my compound was secure with my Simply Safe home security system because I was on a vacation for a day. I sure was. And that's where Simply Safe came in. A top-rated Simply Safe app for your smartphone. I took a look at it when I could figure out how to operate it because of the beverages I was served. I checked my cameras to make sure everything was okay at my compound. I armed and disarmed my system right there from that other guy's backyard. Simply Safe arrives at your house and easy to set up yourself in about 30 minutes. However, if you'd like Simply Safe to send some certified technicians your way to install it for you, you can certainly do that. And you can finance through Affirm And secure your home today. Just pay installments over time that fit your budget and get peace of mind. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes online, then install it yourself if you'd like. Go to simplysafetom.com and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much. Coming up, we have deodorant in the news.
Oh, okay.
Everyone should use it, yes.
Who said that deodorant's killing all of us? Was that you last week?
Yeah, that's what they say. That apparently
The aluminum, yeah.
slowly murdering all.
I use deodorant, not antiperspirant, because antiperspirant has the bad stuff in it. I
Right.
guess.
I use antiperspirant.
So do I, because I sweat like a man.
Nice.
What's the slogan? Was it secret? Made for a Made for a woman, but strong.
Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
And then
what
there
I'm using
smells.
now.
Then there smells like Teen Spirit.
Okay, well, then there's Axe, of course. Well, we have big deodorant news coming up, not to mention beer news.
Can we hear girls' drums when we come back? I'll start like smells like Teen Spirit. Maybe not.
They're good.
I'm sure they are. We're kind of busy right now with toilets and cats and other things.
Oh, boy.
All
Oh, my.
You shot a cat?
Did you just say Shadacat? Yes. But that sounds like a band, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Did you hear that new song from Shadacat? It's like there's a rap in the middle. Yeah, that's very good. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio.
The Venice Beach, though, that's the real people watching plays.
Oh, yeah.
Guys with like snakes on their shoulders, like living in their mom's basement.
That's the parade of weirdos?
Weird.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, just a parade of delusion, just this boardwalk where the only thing stronger than the smell of weed is the smell of horrible business ideas put into action. It's amazing what people have dedicated their lives to selling. Like one guy, he's like 40 years old. He had his posters, cash box, little booth, selling magic sticks for $10.
Magic sticks?
Magic sticks. Pieces of wood glued to polished rocks.
Really?
I know, surprisingly, not a huge line. in front of his booth.
Really?
You shouldn't be allowed to sell something that stupid, like maybe for one day, just so the government can videotape it and then show that footage to junior high kids across the country as part of like a Scared Straight anti-drug program. You know, you want to try acid? Yeah, look at Magic Stick guy. Is that where you want to end up? 25 years?
Yeah.
But that guy, it really is crazy. I wanted to, with my 4-year-old, I got my son Kyler, I wanted to go up to his booth when I saw him and just maybe like buy a magic stick and be like, oh man, I can't wait to use this, be really happy, and then take off. And then show up like a half an hour later really distraught and just kind of out of it without my son. And maybe take like a little lizard out of my pocket and set it down right in front of me. Shh, it's okay, sweetie. And then take a gun out of another pocket, put it right to his head and be like, I want my kid back, Warlock. Give me my son back.
Wow, that is a good magic stick.
It really is.
Yeah, that'd blow what little is left of his mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to actually walk, if I could do anything, walk up to him in an actual wizard suit, like a Hollywood wizard costume. And then be like, you know not what you dally with there, sorcerer. Leave these realms for a real wizard. Point like a wand at him and be like, Electrico. And then right when I say that, a friend I had sneak up behind him earlier tasers him from behind.
I'm actually in love right now. My boyfriend and I are walking around town in a two-headed snuggie. It's getting pretty intense.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm so glad, because I have a hard time listening to the love songs with Delilah. Where are you calling from tonight? Where are you? What's going on with you tonight? What's your name? Requests and dedications. Hi, Amy, calling in from Tustin, Arizona. What's going on with you tonight? You and Matt broke up? That's hard. What do you want to say to Matt tonight? We'll play that for you. That's Penny Lover by Lionel Richie. Penny Lover.
Oh, you know what? I've had enough. That's it. I'm in love. I remember that very well. Maria, that is for those that get that.
Yes.
And for those that don't, you should listen to Delilah just so you do.
Just that one
just
time.
so you get the joke.
Intense. They should have those songs. They're not good for people's mental health. Like they should have little footnotes at the end of every verse. I would cross an ocean for you if that ocean led to an English-speaking country. Because at this point in my life, it'd be really difficult to learn a second language fluently. Not to mention the anti-American sentiment. We'd have to talk about it.
Wow, you are quite the literalist, aren't you?
Yeah. Baby, I would die for you if I were already dying and you just needed my giblets.
Maria Bamford is our guest.
She's not kidding. She
High-fiber breakfast cereal, Sphincter Blast. One 10-ounce serving contains more fiber than a log of New England birch firewood. Sphincter Blast. Some cereals shoot for the moon. We shoot for Uranus. Just say to your grocer, snap, crackle, plop. Tell them Harry Kalanick Jr. sent you and watch for my BMTV special. Harry Kalanick Jr. Unplugged. Sphincter Blast in the big brown tapered package. That's, of course, so the box won't slam shut. It may sound corny, but Sphincter Blast is hip, cool, and it's solid.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Can I tell you something? My mother used to chew her toenails
No way.
in front of me.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Clothed or not? I would.
Clothed.
Oh, thank God. that is a visual.
Poor Bob has lost it over there.
A little best of right here. Right here.
That would be,
Totally naked.
How
did you even think of that?
You would get,
See anything you like, boy?
I think you
remember
get
that.
free psychiatry for life, free Prozac, whatever you
government
want.
program for that.
We are going to fix you.
How about it, boy? See anything you like?
You can imagine the twisting that would be
There's a
involved.
lot of people who can't even do that.
Okay.
She was very limber.
Show's over.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
Pat Godwin doing the robot.
Hello.
In the performance room. There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
This rules.
That's the, isn't that the...
What is this? It sounds like the detective movie.
Recorder? Is that
English,
what that's
the English Five?
I don't know.
Bond in space?
I'm Chick, and here's Tom. Yeah, I don't know what that...
It's got
a Mellotron Farfisa or something.
Space age bubbling under stuff. I don't know what that
It's what the 1979 thought was space age.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
I love old stuff like that.
Yes.
We
the way
know.
they thought things were going to be.
You watch Logan's Run in a while, you're like, yeah, sorry, fellas.
What's the show on right now? I forget the name of it. Where it's some alternate universe, and it's sort of like 50s era ideas of the future, and the cars are floating, but they look like old.
I heard you talking about that.
What is that called? Where the guy sells real estate in the moon. That's what
Oh, yeah.
Billy Crudup is it?
Billy Crudup. Oh, yeah. It's
Tomorrowland or something?
Yeah.
That's it.
The art direction on that has to win something. It's so cool.
Oh, that's cool.
That.
Oh, it's just cool looking.
I started watching that and stopped.
But I'm talking
Third
about
episode in.
the sets and the...
I'm not going to hang around if the writing's not there, just because I'm marveling at the sets.
So, if you were giving out an award for the best design and the sets, if the writing was bad, you wouldn't give them the award?
Absolutely. Because I wouldn't watch it.
So that means you wouldn't give the MVP to the greatest player if he was on the worst team? It's the exact same thing.
I think there's a lot to be said for how valuable an MVP is for how successful this team is. Yes.
Okay, we can make that argument. I was just trying to say how cool
Plus,
the show was.
how cool his uniform is. That's something you got to add that into it too.
Yeah. Jokic
Right.
got it last 2 years. Nuggets have cool uniforms.
You got cool uniforms.
Embiid got it this year. Sixers have probably the coolest uniforms in the NBA, I think.
Sixers have classic uniforms, yeah. But I don't know what they're doing to the NBA uniforms. Everybody's got the city uniforms now from Nike, and they're all trying to do new things to sell more uniforms.
Yeah, sell more.
But, of course, the Charlotte, what are they? The Hornets, the Bobcats, what are they? The Hornets. They have CLT proudly on their jerseys, and has no one in their staff of, I'm going to guess, 100 people.
Well, and they used one of the balls as one of their players, so it said ball CLT.
Yeah,
so
on
there was
the back of
two
the jersey.
hilarious words in the back of a jersey.
Hey, by the way, I know CLTs are our airport code, but
Right. Yeah.
you know that anyway.
Giggle every time.
Bunch of idiots. but not as stupid as the Las Vegas Raiders.
What's wrong with silver and black?
Jimmy Garoppolo, your foot's flunked the physical. Let's sign him anyway. He'll be fine. He's still not fine. And Tom Brady, the owner, partial owner, minority owner, which is ironic.
Yeah.
Evidently, he might.
So this is what it feels like he said. Not really, Tom.
No, not at all.
Reparations.
What if he said when he signed the paper, he looked up and he goes, boy, I hope I don't get pulled over by the cops driving home. What if he said that?
Real funny, Tom. Fine.
Whoa.
I feel bad for, wasn't Garoppolo Brady's backup in the Patriots forever ago?
Yeah.
And then he finally got to fly and do his own thing. Gets injured at the end of a season, goes on to a new team. Gets to be the guy.
Yep.
Only for 48-year-old. How old is he? 57-year-old? 62-year-old Tom Brady to step in there?
46, I think. 40.
It'd be a great story.
47?
Old enough to know better.
Coming up in the
Somebody
news.
look it up.
We have an 85-year-old man in the news for something.
Tom Brady's in the news? My goodness.
Rather unexpected.
He's 45.
Got it. Sorry.
That's coming up. Not a sports story.
Do you want to hear the list of the quarterbacks the Raiders are thinking about?
Yeah.
This is all speculation. Okay.
Okay.
Teddy Bridgewater. Remember Teddy? Almost had his leg torn off in practice.
Is he considered to be the handsomest guy in the NFL?
Teddy Bridgewater?
No.
I don't even know what he looks like.
Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Oh, Garoppolo's considered the most handsome?
Yeah.
Okay,
Tom Brady's not.
Tom, who did you
ugly.
say should have that nickname?
What'd you say?
Teddy Bridgewater. Who should have that nickname?
Teddy Kennedy.
Here comes Teddy Bridgewater.
Here comes Teddy
Bridgewater. Hey.
More scotch, Teddy.
Nice neck brace, Ted.
Just don't marry Mary Jo. The optics are bad. Sorry.
Well, how bad are they going to be if I kill her?
My favorite bumper sticker was that Teddy Kennedy's killed more people than nuclear power. Let's build some more nukes. Back to you.
Matt Ryan is being mentioned as quarterback for the Raiders.
Yeah.
And Carson Wentz.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of personal, but I know the Colts have to give Matt Ryan another like $12 million if he.
Well, not by certain date, or is that date passed? They might have already given it to him.
So where they live, they don't get those games?
Evidently, they don't know. Evidently, they don't know about those guys. How do you? I don't know. But the Raiders signed some sort of waiver to go ahead and let him join the team. He injured the foot while playing for the 49ers in Week 15 on December 4th. And
Ace, your thoughts? You're the one that's the big Raider fan.
I'm hoping he heals up.
So, and you would not like to see Tom Brady do anything?
No.
It would probably be somewhat beneficial for your team.
Get headlined, but those
you don't think he would
those
win?
aren't wins.
You don't think he would win?
He's past his prime.
Yeah, but the past his prime is still pretty.
He won a
damn
Super Bowl
good.
a couple years ago.
Yeah.
He's not that bad. He's okay.
2 years ago.
well, they're arguing.
Most great quarterbacks play at Brady's past his prime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even a 80% Tom Brady's better than 100% Carson Wentz. I can tell you that.
And did we ever find out the last time there was a player owner?
We did. We figured this out. It was a hockey player. We figured it out in here together.
Yeah, it was Mario.
Lemieux
Super
or-
Mario. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He owned the Penguins.
All right.
He wanted to name them the Marios, but
He did, yeah.
wouldn't let it.
And they said, well, how about the Super Marios? And they said, dude, that's even worse.
Well, someone's jealous.
He likes to eat mushrooms before games. Made him feel big.
Okay. Did Michael Jordan ever play for a team he owned part of?
No,
Did he own the Wizards for a little bit?
I don't. Maybe.
No. Well, I thought he's always owned a team in Charlotte or something.
Yeah, he does. He owns the team that he wanted. Lance Stevenson and Kemba Walker were all going to play in Charlotte, and it was supposed to be great, and it all kind of fell apart. Remember that?
Right. Yeah, that all fizzled.
Okay. Well, elsewhere in sports?
The NBA last night, we've got a finals, kids. Starts Thursday between the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler. Jimmy scored. Jimmy's playoff Jimmy, 28 points. And a guy by the name of Caleb Martin had 26 and 10 rebounds. Game 7 last night in the Boston Garden does not go to the Celtics. The Heat beat Boston 103-84 and turned back Boston's attempt at an unprecedented comeback. In the NBA, it is now 0-151. the number of teams that have come back from being down 3-0.
I thought they were going to do it.
I thought they were. I was
You get that kind of momentum going.
I was shocked that the Heat won this.
I was terrified. Because I saw Chick and I go, Chick, they're not going to win one. Well, they got one. Okay, they got one.
Yeah.
They got two. There's no, oh my God, they got three. Chick, I don't know what I want to do anymore.
I know it. That's what Jaylen Brown said. He's, don't let us win one. And by God, he was almost. That doesn't count, does it, Tom? Just in horseshoes and hand grenades. Right? Almost.
And again, now your bet, Willie.
I bet $40 the second week of April on the Heat to win the NBA Finals. I can cash it out right now for $600. I'm going to let it ride. Try to get $4,000, baby.
Yeah.
So it would be $4,000 if they win.
$4,000 if I win.
Okay, and you're saying, Chick, a sweep, Denver.
Nuggets, 4-9. Okay. Four games to none.
Did you see the controversy at the Indy 500? They're considering next year a really cool thing. They want to make it more relatable for the average person watching.
Yeah.
So the drivers are going to have to pump their own gas.
Wow.
Hop out of the car.
That'd be cool.
Type in their zip code.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait for the ads.
Would you like a car wash?
Yeah, and then it'll say, are you a member of our rewards program? I can't stand it any longer.
Hey, it's Mario Lopez.
I just want
your gas.
I just want to go to a pump where I can get gas. I don't want to have to listen to some commercials.
I love it.
Kidding.
Oh, you don't like filling out the census?
Yeah. I have to have one more password for everything now. You have to have a password. I can't take it.
Just get there's a password thing for your phone. You get one password. That's it. It's an app. It's all very easy. I'll set it up for you. Just please stop complaining about it.
Just don't lose that password.
What if I forget my password?
That's what I did.
Oh, did you really?
Fool.
I tried to reset a password yesterday and it turned into a complete nightmare.
If you would let someone drive you, if you would get a driver like Willie, your son and I want you to get a driver. Edwin would know the password for the gas. He would have it all gassed up, ready to go.
All set, sir.
You could sit. You could be like Joan Crawford. You could be in the back seat signing pictures while you're on the way to the show. Oh,
Chick, in my head, he looks kind of like Idris Elba. He's that kind of type. He's got like the Kangol hat on. He's kind of tough. He can also be kind of a bodyguard of sorts.
Oh yeah, he's special forces, a Navy SEAL.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He knows your every want and need. You know.
First and only time you'll ever be compared to Idris Elba.
With the lights on.
You are dry, Elba.
With the lights on.
To be fair.
Really?
There are gifts. No. I'm sorry. Have we gotten off sports again?
Dear wonderful people, this is from a gentleman named Jesus.
Hola.
Or possibly his name is Jesus. I'm not sure. Hey.
If the body of the email is, fellas, knock it off, it's Jesus.
No, it must be Jesus because it starts with, I pulled a Tom today. So it sounds like he likes the show. My wife was asking about the time we were on cable cars in Germany. I could not remember the name of it, so I called it a human basket on a rope.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
So it was a gondola was probably the word he was looking for.
Seemed to fit. Thank you, Tom. Love your show.
Yeah, that just happens. You got to describe it.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you very much, Jesus.
Let's see. This is from Darby. I'm camping with the family this beautiful weekend. My in-laws have a new camper, and the entrance steps door situation has changed. My 3-year-old son almost fell trying to get in, and I saved him. But in return, I rammed my shin into the steel steps on the camper. I hobbled inside, told my mother-in-law about my injury. She replied, "Oh, no, your poor spine of the leg."
Referring to his shin as the spine of a leg.
The spine of a leg. Okay. I had to tell her she had a Tom Speak moment. My husband and father-in-law knew exactly what I meant because we all love your show.
That's great.
Thanks for making our day. That's from Darby from Iowa. P.S. Josh, it is our dream to have a beer with you after a show.
I'd love to, Darby.
Yeah, everybody thinks Josh is nice. That's nice.
I got a letter from Kalamazoo.
Oh.
Bill writes, longtime listener, first-time emailer. I saw the movie The Machine this weekend.
Yeah.
All right.
I have not seen it yet.
I haven't either.
Very busy. We're talking about Bert Kreischer's movie. He said, he goes, absolutely outstanding. So funny, just when you think it's going to get serious or sappy, it comes right back to super funny. I never do this, but I'm going to go back to the theater to see it again. Bert rocks.
Whoa.
Thank you very much, Bill from Kalamazoo.
Right. Very cool.
I'll make an effort to check that out. Once again, The Machine. It's a classic story from Bert Kreischer turned into a movie.
Yep.
I feel like it's time right now for a song from Pat Godwin. Don't you, Tom?
Yeah, he had a 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was fun.
No,
I played tennis.
Pat couldn't move yesterday after playing tennis for 2 days.
My girlfriend kicked my butt, and yesterday could not move.
I'm going to go on record saying tennis is impossible. When you watch tennis on TV, that is AI.
Yeah.
You know what? Surfing is a lot harder than it looks on TV.
Why don't you go with pickleball? It's a little bit easier.
Just told him that all morning long.
No. Maybe table tennis for a start, pal. Just go real slow.
There you go.
Start right into it, baby.
Okay. Well, Pat, would you like to play a song?
Sure. It's Monday, you know. Welcome to the Java Hut Coffee Lounge.
Oh.
Java the Hut?
What is it, 6:30 a.m.? I'm always here.
I'm Java. The Java Hut.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Java, not Java.
Java Hut Coffee Lounge. Welcome, welcome. I like my coffee like I like my women.
Oh, yeah.
Full of Irish whiskey. I like my coffee like I like my ladies. In my lap while I'm driving. Kind of risky. I like coffee and women to be uncomplicated. Room for cream, of course. Oh, don't give me soy milk or a hazelnut creamer. That's grounds for divorce. Get it? Don't like coffee like certain women. Cold, spoiled, and bitter. Yeah, the Cuban hot stuff is too much for my heart. I love her a latte, but I gotta quit her. I like my coffee to agree with me, not give me an ulcer with its acidity. I'm running out of metaphors and similes. I'll just say I like my coffee. I like my women with big tips. Yes, big tips for all my beautiful baristas. Have a good morning, everybody.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Live from, what is it, Java the Lounge?
Java Hut.
Oh, the Java Hut. The Java Hut. Of course.
I like Java the Lounge.
There's got to be a Java Hut, right?
Sure. Got to.
Do the baristas wear the Princess Leia bikini thing, or is that too sexist, do you think?
Yeah.
Do they embrace it, maybe? Is it their favorite thing in the world?
There was a topless barista controversy
In Washington
Yeah, that
State.
And there's some bikini ones, too.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of a distraction, don't you think?
Well, I'm sure they like it. You don't work there unless you want to.
All the hot water and the nipples out? What?
What happens with those two?
It would hurt, I would think.
When they're steaming milk, maybe something. Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
I'd just rather have the coffee and move on. Let's see now. Coming up in sports.
Oh, good.
The NHL has got their Stanley Cup playoff set. We've got the Heat won last night, beating the Celtics. They advanced to take on the Nuggets on Thursday night, in case you missed it. New head coach is being welcomed with the Philadelphia 76ers, and I'll tell you that maybe Ryan Blaney won the delayed NASCAR race yesterday. Maybe I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Maybe I won't.
Thank you very much. Right now, I'm going to tell you something.
What?
Summer has arrived. It's time to get the taste buds to say hello. How about something great? Well, HelloFresh is great. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about 16 free meals as part of a special program at HelloFresh. You'll find the details at HelloFresh.com/BT Show 16. HelloFresh takes the work out of great eating because, let's see, they do the shopping, they do the measuring. You put it together. They've got some new things out there. The Fresh and Fit Summer Menu featuring Calorie Smart and Protein Smart lunches and dinner options. They even have vegan dinners, and, of course, they have classic comfort food as well. More than 40 recipes to choose from every week. So if you're kind of stuck in a food rut, wake yourself up, get something new, have some fun. They do the shopping, they do the measuring. They're taking a lot of the boring stuff out of the equation. Willie, what's some of the stuff you've been working on?
Check out the barbecue pulled chicken tacos with creamy slaw and red onion. HelloFresh sends you 8 ingredients. Put those together in 4 easy steps. In 20 minutes, you have this delicious, colorful taco dish that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
That's just one of the great things that they have featured. Now, you can sign up today for 16 free meals plus free shipping with the code BTShow16. Yeah, you'll need the code a couple times. It's HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. That's BTShow16. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Spend less time planning and in the grocery store and just put together some great food. When we come back, we have some unusual stories, including a world record involving the New York City subway, as well as deodorant in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Here in the Bob and Tom program, we have been asking you for questions you get all the time.
About your job?
Yeah. Dear Bob and Tom, I work at the service desk of automotive. Customers call in and say, hey, the check engine light came on. What's wrong with my car?
Ah, well, there you go.
I want to always say, I don't know, put your car on the phone. Let me talk to it.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Dear Bob and Tom, my name is James Brown. I'm really getting tired of people saying, so, do you feel good?
Yeah.
Dear Bob and Tom, my name is Brandy. Yes, I am sick of people asking me if I am a fine girl. Okay. If you've got questions you're tired of, we'd like to hear from you.
Yep.
Okay, that's one of my favorite songs. I love that song.
Brandy?
Yes.
Brandy, you're a fine girl?
Yes.
What a
I'll
good
say
wife
it.
you would be.
Yes.
But my love, my life.
And my love and my lady is the sea.
Yeah.
Now, why do you like that song? Because
I don't
is
know.
that the kind of relationship you want, where that's some
Or the
man who loves you but he has to leave for long?
Right, he comes in, gets the
away
good
for long
loving, and then he
periods.
leaves you alone for a month at a time. It's a great way to keep a relationship
Here it is.
together.
Here it is, kids.
Yeah.
You saying it happened.
Oh, yeah.
Here it comes.
Nice guitar.
There's a boy on a western bay, and it's
Come on, Kristi, sing along.
Really well.
100 ships a day, lonely sailors pass the time away and talk about their homes.
Come on, everybody.
There's a girl in a suburban town, and she works laying whiskey down. They say, Brandy, fetching all around. She serves them whiskey and wine.
On the side, she
says, Brandy, fine girl, good wife you would be. Such a fine nothing to say
On the side, that's right.
from the sea.
All right, thank you very, very much. All right.
How do you think Brandy?
Hey.
How do you think Brandy got to own the bar?
She wears a braided chain made of the finest silver
from the north of Spain. A locket that bears the name
of the man
that Brandy loves.
She killed and buried out behind the bar.
See, the ship's return to Charleston, South Carolina from the Bahamas on Saturday was delayed by prolonged bad weather and rough seas in the area. No serious injuries reported. And hundreds of people visited a small town in Missouri this week to see a black nun whose body has barely decomposed since 2019. Some say it's a sign of Catholic holiness. Others say the lack of decomposition may not be that rare. Sister Wilhelmina Lancaster was exhumed in April as part of the monastery's preparations for a new shrine. The monastery expected to only find bones. Instead, her body and clothing were largely intact. People have flocked from all over the country to see the body. Anthropologists said bodies can stay preserved for many years, but we don't usually get to see that. That's your news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
We have all the way from Hollywood, Drew Powell. Drew is a very fine actor. You also have a movie coming out?
Movie coming out for sure in October with Hilary Swank about a true story, incredible thing that happened. Blizzard of, I think it was 98 in Louisville. It's a great story.
Where did you film it?
In Winnipeg.
Of course. Last time I was there, hey, where's Churchill Downs? That's the weird thing about movies. They don't always film them where they are. But
Did you know Star Wars not filmed in space?
Oh, I'm kidding.
I know.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, what?
Boy, the magic of Hollywood. So where's
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, folks, boom, it's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 hours, no, 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Hi, I'm Bert.
And I'm Ellie.
And we're proud to announce our new breakfast treat, Bert and Ellie's Muffin.
The Bert and Ellie muffin is delicious. But don't take our word for it. Here's our spokesperson, Eddie Van Halen.
Hey, thanks, man. Hi, Eddie Van Halen here. You know, I love munching on Bert and Ellie's muffin. In fact, I was just telling my wife, Valerie, Bert and Ellie's muffin is the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Man, this is finger-licking good.
I bet.
This muffin is so good. I just can't keep it to myself. I suggest you eat Bert and Ellie's muffin today. Pick one up on your way home, dude, or stop by Bert and Ellie's spot the next time you eat out. Look for the big pink smiling lips downtown next to the Y.
Thanks, Eddie.
I can't stop mowing down on this thing.
Eat all you want, Eddie. We'll make more.
Bert and Ellie's Muffin. Come by and shove one in your face today. Hey, we'll leave the stereo on for you, and we'll turn it up real loud so you can hear it.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Now, we've got a couple of heads in here that have a lot of skin on them. One would be mine. The other would belong to Clint Howard, actor. Now, are you in every one of your brother Ron Howard's movies?
Oh, no, there's been a lot. Actually, the one that stopped the streak was, Ransom. And then I wasn't in Beautiful Mind, and I wasn't in any of the Da Vinci Code movies.
Did that hurt your feelings?
Can I say it pisses me off?
Yeah, of course you can.
Sure. Your honesty is wonderful and refreshing.
Yes.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, home of the Farfisa organ.
This is the Fartfisa.
Fartfisa, yes.
Embarrassing.
There's Kristi Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin at the Java Hut Lounge.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold. Hi. There's Ace Cosby. Willie Griswold's here.
Josh, if we don't do this, who's going to employ beatboxers, okay?
It's true. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. I've got more emails about Tom. People love you, in quotes.
Are the Olympics this summer? Or no, they're next summer, right?
Don't ask questions like that. And then
now
all
I
of
gotta
us appears,
look it up.
Then we all appear
it's an even number.
No,
so
that's
the
not
next
true.
number.
Is it? Is it
So they're
always
gonna
even?
have
2024.
because they're gonna have breakdancing in the Olympics, of course.
Oh,
in Paris.
In Paris.
Oh, did beatboxing get you thinking of breakdancing?
Yeah.
I think beatboxing used to be kind of hip-hop adjacent, like Biz Markie, but now I just think of, like, white dudes in a cappella groups wearing red sweaters, and they're called, like, the Bobby Knights or whatever. You know, yeah, I just...
Okay.
Hate it all.
I'm sorry. Back to
Dear Tom, thanks a lot, in quotes. You have corrupted my cranial stream. This morning, I was listening to some interludes with music over the speakers in the ceiling, this guy says.
Okay.
This morning, one of them was AC/DC's Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. I was humming along, and of course, when it gets to the title, because of Tom, I said, Done Dirt Cheap, instead of Done Dirt Cheap.
Again, I thought it was an Australian Aboriginal leader, the Dunder Chief.
And from Adam, I've written to you guys before about the many ways your show has ruined my life.
Yeah?
Whether it was me yelling out Steven Seagal at the mention of his name or telling my son better be careful, he's going to fart a hole in his underwear. Well, today was no different. I work in a physical therapy clinic, and we always have music playing. Real Love by the Doobie Brothers came on, and I immediately started singing Mash, 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 Mash.
It's a great song.
Our patients thought I was insane. Thanks a lot, Josh.
That intro is terrible. Unacceptable. It turns into something.
I love it.
Who left the cat on the keyboard?
I've got it around here somewhere.
We'll look later. We have move forward here.
We got to look later. What about this?
When you find yourself in danger, when you're threatened by a stranger, when it looks like you will take a licking, there is someone waiting who will hurry up and rescue you. Just call for Super Chicken.
Muddier, make it muddier.
Michael, you want to take the shoes off your hands? Please.
I say Michael McDonald songs have the best opening lines in the history of songwriting. That's what I say.
You do. See, now it gets nice and cool here. Right?
Once that intro goes away,
he's playing with his knuckles.
He really is just pounding.
I think it's about the contrast of the lightness.
Have you seen the guy with soap bubbles do a Michael McDonald impersonation? Darling, I know.
Could you imagine being able to sing like that? Oh, that's the best. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, I've seen Will Sasso do that chick. He gets in the shower. He gets all the bubbles on his.
Darling, I know.
Like he has a white beard.
What's the opening line? Darling, I know. I'm just another head on your pillow. Oh, come on.
Yeah, great line.
What a whore. See, that's not as flowery as I'm just another head on your pillow.
Yeah, right.
What a whore?
What a whore.
Yeah, you're right on that one. Yeah, maybe we can do the rough draft that you like to do, Pat, of some classic song, the original lyrics before they polished it. Sure, it's one of my favorite features that you've been doing for years. Yes. Why don't you polish off one of those while we continue with sports?
According to reports, the Philadelphia 76ers have hired coach Nick Nurse.
Nurse?
Oh, Nurse!
Man, when somebody at a bar yells for the nurse, that kills me every time.
No kidding. You
call a bartender or a waitress a nurse.
Are you thinking of...
My stepdad used to do that.
I like that.
There's a great scene in which Jack Nicholson says that in the movie Carnal Knowledge.
Yes.
Oh, he does?
To Anne Margaret.
Oh.
Is she the waitress?
No, she's
his girlfriend. They're in an apartment, I think. Didn't he say I almost...
Yeah, that's one of the we can't quote that line.
That's pretty funny. Anyway, Nick Nurse might be the head coach of the 76ers. He will be.
So they have a doc and a nurse.
They got rid of Doc.
Well, they fired Doc and they hired a nurse.
Oh, well.
How progressive.
Doc might be the head coach. Is it Toronto? He got mentioned over the weekend or somewhere. He's going somewhere. Somebody will tell me. And followed with, boy, are you stupid. From the NHL, William Karlsson. That's Karlsson.
It sure is.
You can't get any more Swedish than that. 2 goals and assists as the Vegas Golden Knights advance to their second Stanley Cup final. 6-0 rout over the Dallas Stars in Dallas. That's a shame to see a Dallas pro sports team lose.
I knew you were hurting from that.
The Stars had extended the Western Conference final to 6, but the Golden Knights advanced to their second Stanley Cup final in 6 years of existence.
How about that?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that seems like a third of the time.
Yep.
They're going to the Stanley Cup finals.
Oh, yeah.
Like the way I came up with that, Tom?
And your explanation for that, Josh, is?
When a team is formed, they can kind of cherry pick from all the other teams in order to get their players. So
that seems really unfair.
It's standard. It's not, and it's not just a hockey thing, right?
It's kind of like when the Saints were formed. I plainly remember this. They came and got Paul Hornung from the Packers, put him on the Saints.
Pretty interesting.
There you go. They get your best players.
Ace, are you a de facto Golden Knights?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that right?
Fan.
You like the Aces? You like the WNBA team?
Yeah, don't go that far.
You don't go that far.
They got your name.
Yeah, the Las Vegas Aces.
That seems like it'd be the easiest one to go.
You go Ace on your T-shirt, man. Oh man,
Ace for Aces.
Yeah, but the girls playing basketball.
There we go.
Oh my.
That was Ace.
That was Ace Cosby.
Yes. Poor hiring choice. We disavow any actions, anything he says. The man. But however,
he doesn't know the history of morning radio in the WNBA.
Let's see. We have to do a palate cleanser since we missed the Ace Cosby joke of the day Friday.
What now? That sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Oh, and by the way, I do watch the WNBA.
Thank you,
He's
Ace.
a dirty liar.
Some of my friends are.
Hey, what do you call a paper airplane that can't fly?
What do you call a paper airplane that can't fly?
Stationary.
That is true.
I like that very much.
Well, you know what else you like? I know this for a fact, Tom. Omaha Steaks.
Hey.
Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off an unforgettable gift guaranteed to make your dad's day. Omaha Steaks. Because if there's one thing we know, it's that dads want steak. That's omahasteaks.com.
Dads want steaks. Absolutely. Coming up, we have bears in the news. We have ancient toilets.
Oh.
Have you seen this bizarre story about
Ancient
the
toilets.
well-preserved body of the nun?
Yeah, this is interesting.
It's creepy.
Huh.
Plus, we have an elderly gent and condoms together for the last time. Be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
I'll take this slow, sweet walk with you. You let go of my hand to say I do. And he will discover just how blessed life can be. I know, 'cause all those years ago, your mom handed you to me. Every step that we take brings back the memories. Winter snows and horse shows and dancing on the beach. And I can't help thinking that I'm the lucky one. You're still my baby daughter, and now I've gained a son. I'll take this slow, sweet walk with you. You let go of my hand to say I do. And he will discover just how blessed life can be. I know, 'cause all those years ago, your mom handed you to me. And don't miss a chance to put each other first. And now that you've bound for better or for worse, and don't let the beauty of this life pass you by. In the times of trouble, and you stand side by side. I'll take this slow, sweet walk with you. You let go of my hand to say I do. Daddy, come see. Then you'll know what it feels like. And you won't believe what it feels like. Then you'll know what it felt like when she handed you to me. She handed you to me.
Beautiful.
Online all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
We have Doug Moreland on the line. Doug, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
How are you?
Kristi.
Doug.
Okay, your dog's name is Holly, I understand.
Holly. Short for jalapeno.
Can we hear her sing? Is that?
Yeah, it's called I Taught My Dog to Say I Love You, and she means it.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, let's hear it.
I taught my dog to say I love you. I love you. I love you.
Is there anything
It's early.
sweeter on the face of the earth?
She means it.
Yes. You're a good girl.
I love you. Come on for the Bob and Tom show.
Uh-oh.
I taught my dog to
Jeez.
Okay.
Are you sure you're not squeezing that dog? Comedian David Crow is here with us.
I think the most intense culture in the world's got to be the Japanese. I read that they won't play Trivial Pursuit in Japan.
They won't?
No. I think these guys are afraid of their wives.
In Japan?
Well, probably.
Yeah. I know the Japanese ladies are very meek and polite in public, but you know that pent-up frustration's got to come out somewhere. And I think it's at home. They get home just, I can't believe you don't know who plays Alice on the Brady Bunch. Everybody know Ann B. Davis play Alice. Mr. Yoshikaro knew, Mr. Arakawa know. You don't know. Aunt Jemima, she the swamp lady. She don't clean for Mike and Carol. I shall bind your feet for 2 days. I mean, how do you think sushi got invented? Screw you, cook for yourself.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Exciting.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey.
There's Ace Cosby. Big fan of the WNBA. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Chick like chicken.
It was a fair question because Ace is a Las Vegas Raiders fan. And Josh, you posed the question.
Are you a de facto Golden Knights
Yes,
fan?
yes, pretty much.
Now, you know, they've got the Raiders. They're going to have the A's, Major League Baseball. They got the Las Vegas Aces. They don't have a WNBA team, an NBA team yet.
But
Oh, it's coming.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I remember talking about the WNBA with comedian Renee Hicks, and it went something, something like this.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes, yes. And we were
conversation.
talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mhm.
Because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you in a... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Renee Hicks, everybody. Little WNBA chat there.
It's kind of, sort of.
Just for the record.
Elsewhere in sports,
Well, Ace has
Yes, Ace.
I actually had a date with a WNBA player once.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Pretty good. I mean, she was on a sports show I was producing, and afterwards I asked her out to dinner. We went.
Well, how nice. You had a lovely evening?
Yeah.
Good.
She was from Australia.
Oh, so she had that accent.
Did you, were you able to take anything to the hole, if you know what I mean?
Did you go down under?
Yes.
Did you double dribble?
Did you throw another penis on the vagina? Shrimp on the Barbie. I really got that wrong.
The hell is that?
Shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah.
Shrimp. Okay. Or was she in the paint that weekend?
In the paint.
In the paint. Oh, sorry.
I love everything.
Was the what is it again? The Trouble in Tuna Lagoon. What was the
What?
I think something like that.
I think it was Trouble in Tuna Lagoon.
You're on the right track for sure.
Hey, how many golfers we got out there, huh?
Well, what do you got?
I like to golf.
Any golfers in here?
4.
I'll do a top golf every now and again.
I enjoy golfing. Why?
A college golfer.
Like putt.
For the fun of it.
Do you like a putt-putt?
Mini golf?
Yes.
I don't think this can happen at a putt-putt, but
Okay.
thank you for your input.
Okay.
A college golfer forced to withdraw from the NCAA championships after an injury over the weekend. Gregory Solhog, a junior for Oregon University, stepped on a tee that went into his foot.
Oh, man.
This is why I don't golf.
That is rough.
Solhog playing in the second round of the tournament at Greyhawk Golf Club in Scottsdale. That's a Greyhawk, dead on. The tee went through his shoe and into his foot.
Man.
The junior was 2 over through 10 holes. Well, he was going to lose it.
Yeah, he was.
When the injury occurred, Golf Week reports that Solhog should be able to walk again in about 2 to 3 weeks. Well, he's going to have to take a cart then.
Any other putter but a putter's gonna putt it in a puddle of putt. But a putter is a much better putter 'cause putt makes it fun. So putt for the fun of it.
Did Edison record this?
How dare you?
The audio quality. We apologize.
The Oregon Ducks eliminated from championship contention on Sunday. They were unable to crack the top 15 because one of them, the players, had a tee in his foot.
That's
I don't
how'd
know
that
how.
happen?
I don't know.
You would have
Was
to.
it a metal tee?
You would have to.
It must have been.
You would have to just hit it just right for it to go into your foot.
And through a shoe.
What? Yeah.
Yes.
Golf cleats.
Unless he's
Those aren't
playing.
that forgiving.
Usually they're wooden.
Didn't Happy Gilmore play barefoot? Wasn't that a comedy genius moment from Adam Sandler? No shoes, right? For Happy Gilmore.
I don't remember the no
everybody
shoes, but
just laugh and
I do
losing their
laugh at that
minds.
movie.
Oh,
Yes,
of course you do.
That's
Yeah, I can believe that.
strong comedy in there. Hockey player turned into a golfer.
The Price is Wrong, bitch.
Writes itself,
Boy,
doesn't it?
that's
Oh, that was good. Yeah, yeah.
man.
That movie
Bob
like
Barker's
defined a lot of my comedic sensibilities, honestly.
Really stupid. You need to start over.
I remember
okay?
I watched my dad step on a nail that was sticking out of like a 2x4.
God.
And he stepped on it. He goes, damn it. And he just pulled it out and walked on. I will never be the man you are.
It's a different generation.
Again, he was a Vietnam combat veteran. A nail in the foot, really not that bad.
I guess
compared to some guys hunting you.
I feel like all dads were like that for a while.
A way to check that.
Not mine.
Oh, really?
No.
Definitely not mine.
Well,
Who
now,
left this nail on the stage.
Pat Godwin's father was a director on the Broadway stage, right?
So would he
off Broadway?
Off. So there you go. Is that why you quit golfing? You didn't want to get a tee in your foot?
No.
Can you imagine?
Combination of no skill and no time.
Pat, let's recreate the very theater-centric joke that your dad said to you one time. Hey, Dad, did Romeo and Juliet ever hook up?
In the Chicago company, they did.
You have to be in a theater family for that to kill.
True story.
That's so funny.
Was your mom Juliet to make that more of a wholesome joke?
No.
Sorry.
Ryan Blaney. I can't think of anything that rhymes with Blaney. Anybody else?
Blaney Zaney?
Ryan Zaney Blaney. That's beautiful.
Aww.
He pulled away late to win the rescheduled Coca-Cola 600 on, and I say that like Tim Wilson says that, Coca-Cola. That happened yesterday at Charlotte Speedway, giving team owner Roger Penske a sweep of the Memorial Day weekend's top races in the United States.
Wow.
Joseph Newgarden, the Indianapolis 500, now Blaney. That's 1,100 miles, Tom. Auto racing wins.
Thank you very much.
Good stuff.
Now, I was looking up golf, and I found this story. It's much more exciting than a tee in the
Then
foot.
two of the biggest races, and I see.
A golf tee
You
in the
didn't care
foot.
for my golf tee through the foot?
That's a fine story. Go ahead, Tom.
Okay, well, why don't you rate this one? Well, this headline.
Unless it's an alligator taking somebody's foot, it's not as good.
Well, that'd be really good. Pair arrested for having sex on a golf course.
Oh.
Couple was arrested in South Carolina.
Hole in one, huh? Apparently it was. I'm looking at the pictures. Butt.
I thought it was in the rough you were going for. Butt. Really took me by surprise.
I think sex on the golf course is a lot more common than getting a
for the
tee
fun
through your
of
foot.
it. Butt for the Never mind.
According to, is it Tega K, T-E-G-A? Tega K police officers found the 19-year-old and the 24-year-old having intercourse on the 8th hole. Must have been very embarrassing for their caddy.
Did you do her on the 8th hole? No, we just did the standard.
Oh, boy. What if the guy used the ball washer after?
But it is clean.
I mean, every time I see one of those, you have to do.
Thank you very much.
The first time you see one when you're a kid, you go, so you got to stand up in that thing?
Has this joke ever been done? You walk into like a, what do they call those?
Country club?
Pro shop or whatever. Yeah. You go, hey, do you guys have a ball washer here? We sure do. Well, get them out here. I need some. Is that funny? You start taking, you unzip and go, get them out here.
I didn't even smile.
Oh, no, you didn't.
No.
Caddyshack outtake.
It's what made the, no, we're not putting that in.
The gag reel.
I can already hear Kenny Loggins playing underneath it kind of quietly.
Oh, man. Well, is that sports?
World record coming up, Tom.
Oh, okay, good.
How about that?
All right, okay. Also coming up, we have a very unusual story about deodorant. And we have a unusual story about beer and its relationship to classical art.
Really?
Yes, and beer from the old days. Right now, it's quiz time once again, and I'll be asking you, Kristi, what is your sleep number setting, please?
45.
That is a gooey bed. That is
that's
I don't know if
just right.
gooey's what you want to go. Gooey or crisp. I don't care for either of those.
Chick McGee, your sleep number setting is?
100. I like a firm mattress, Tom.
That's what it's all about.
Sleep number stays firm. It don't sag.
It's about adjustable firmness. Either side of the bed has its own setting, and you can change it whenever you want to. So it's like having 40 mattresses in one. We talk about leveling up your sleep with a Sleep Number bed, and Sleep Number has their best offer of the year right now. So Sleep Number has lots of other interesting things. They've really perfected adjustable firmness. Now they have things that'll help you, like maybe adjusting the head of your bed so it goes up. They also have special temperature stuff going on. Find out what I'm talking about.
It goes up, and no downy down.
That's correct. Thank you. Sleep at the next level. Unlock your unique potential with a smart bed from Sleep Number, a bed that can perform as well as you do. Right now, 50% off the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. That's right, half off. And special financing is available for a limited time, subject to credit approval. See your favorite Sleep Number store for all the details. To find the Sleep Number store, go to sleepnumber.com/BT show. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, we have cupcakes in the news. Oh, that sounds interesting. Cell phones in the news, beer, and a very unusual story about a deceased nun.
Oh, jeez.
Have you seen this story?
Yeah.
It's really creepy.
Okay.
Coming up.
Good nun.
Coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4.
There's a monkey here riding a dog.
Yes, there is.
Hi. And the monkey's name is...
Where's the camera?
Dawn? Okay, Dawn the monkey.
Dawn the monkey and Dan the dog, right?
And the dog's name is Dan.
Dan.
And The doggy has a little saddle.
Oh, look at that.
And the monkey's riding around our studio.
At first glance, it doesn't appear as though the monkey has any control over where the dog goes.
Quite clear. Is the monkey steering?
I don't think the monkey is steering.
He's got reins.
He does have reins.
Can I put my hand out? Will the monkey bite my finger? Or?
Don't dare spit in my pop, monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
look at that little guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God. She's drinking from James's glass.
James, I hope that's not a Jaeger bomb, James.
No, this is a white Russian, right?
Oh, okay. I don't care who you are. That's fracking the door.
She wants the chocolate. He had hot chocolate. She's trying to get the chocolate.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
I told you anything sweet. She'll like anything sweet.
Thank you for clarifying.
That really, she likes that.
Did you see that?
And you want me to tell you something? This has never been done. I've never, ever turned her loose.
Really?
I mean, I've always.
Mess.
Oh, you know
the first time I've ever turned her loose.
Because she has the strength of 10
Well, it's not that. You know, I just a little. She's relaxed and.
We can tell.
You know.
Yeah. Did you see what
In a
she
minute,
did,
she's
though?
going to be drunk.
Did you see what she did? She stuck her head in there, couldn't get the chocolate. Now she's using her hand to get down to the bottom.
Dipping it out.
And licking her hand out.
Yep.
She's no idiot.
Well, thanks for asking.
James, do you have a smoke? She might want one of those in there.
Yeah, we'll need that smoke, definitely.
As if this could get any better. If the monkey would smoke a cigarette.
Light one up.
Wow. But do they have a pre? How would I word this
Race,
delicately?
performance?
If they're going to. If they're going to defecate, do you know, or do they just like let it rip?
Yeah, and they come over and ring a bell and. Because
And I got squelched about her playing with herself. But on defecation, how does that work?
How does that work? Okay.
I think she's going back over to see Kristi.
Might have to go.
Oh, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Please leave a monkey turd over there.
If you could you please defecate on his keyboard?
Turn my headphones off.
Please,
That would top the show, wouldn't it, sweetie?
Just a little one.
Just a little baby rabbit.
Have you got food over there, Tom?
Would you like? No, I've got iced tea.
Oh yeah. Well, she.
Hi, how are you, sweetie? You are just the cutest little thing. Don't walk on my. Oop, that.
We do have a banana if we
My
want to bring it
headphones
in.
just went off. Oh God.
Bring a banana in. See if she'll eat it.
Oh yeah, she'll eat a banana.
She'll eat a banana. She'll eat the hell out of a banana.
Okay.
Yep.
Looking for.
Wow.
She's like a monkey on a football.
October 19th in Mooresville, North Carolina. And that's your news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Alex Ballou, you'll be starting out front.
It's going to be fun.
You speak English very well. The people you're talking to during the race, your spotters, are they all speaking English?
Yeah, they do.
They all speak English?
Yes, kind of.
They don't
Yeah,
speak
they are
Spanish?
American, but when they get excited, it's tough to understand. And with my Spanish, and it's fun.
Do you ever curse at them in Spanish?
No.
Okay.
No,
very
that
good.
wouldn't go well. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever say anything in Spanish to them?
No.
Okay.
Could you teach us some curse words in Spanish?
I don't think
Just
that's
the
a
big
good idea.
Yeah, just the big one. You know the one I'm talking about. I think we all know the one.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
We had a guy die there
Oh, that's right. I know the story.
I've seen some bad shows, but
now this guy actually died. A comedian named Ron Douglas actually died.
He died stopped breathing, died?
He stopped breathing, died.
Did he die in the green room?
He died in the green room.
And everybody went home and didn't know that.
And Larry Reed was there, and I was there.
And you didn't know he was dead?
No, I thought he was sleeping.
So you left him there?
We left him.
So you all, the second show, so you all went home?
We all went home. So he's dead on the couch.
So you get a call the next morning?
We get a call the next morning. And Larry answered the phone. We were both staying in the same condo. Larry answered. He beat me to the phone. He got there and he says, "What? Who? Dead?"
That's Larry Reed.
This is all I'm hearing. What? Who? Dead?
That could be the funniest thing I've ever heard in this room.
If you could do an impression of a guy with 3 words and nail it.
Who?
Dead. And I've got this look on my face of Larry like, what? He hangs up the phone, looks right at me, and says, "Frickin' Ron's dead."
That's it.
That was it.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Comedian Bruce Clark is our guest.
How about that Pictionary? You ever play that game?
Pictionary?
Sure.
Yeah. We almost got in a fist fight over that, didn't we, Chick?
Yeah, we sure did.
And you play with your friends. They're always drunk, too. You know, all your buddies are always loaded up. Playing there. I get this phrase. I draw it. You know, they're, hey, how about a guy frying his own penis? How about that? You know, what the hell's the matter with you?
That's in Pictionary.
Idiot. It's Peter Pan, you idiot. Right in front of you here, you moron.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Biker. You're.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Well, look, there's Josh Arnold.
Hey.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold's here. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Speaking of Willie G, after a big show last week, he's going to be at the Caravan in Louisville with Greg Hahn coming up Thursday, June 15th through Saturday, June 17th.
All right.
And Mr. Godwin is taking a breather from live performance. Not on this show.
No.
Pat's coming up with something. So, but Wednesday, July 12th through Sunday, July 16th at McCurdy's in Sarasota, Florida.
Yeah, taping a special, too, on Friday night.
Terrific.
You're taping a special?
Yeah.
Are the cameras going to work this time?
No.
So.
I want to know what the special is going to be. Is it like some concert of somebody or what?
I'm opening for...
Oh, it's you're doing comedy.
Seals and Croft.
Oh, how lovely.
That's going to be tough.
We lost Seals last year. Opening for Croft.
Okay.
Dash Croft. I always wanted my name to be Dash. I
Did
thought
you
that'd
really?
be a
Dash
cool
McGee?
nickname.
Dash McGee.
Wasn't there Dash Rip Rock?
Yes.
Yeah, on the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yes.
And there's
Dash Ampersand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Famous comedian.
There's Dash from The Incredibles. That's the kid who's fast.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's his name?
Dash, yeah.
Okay. And of course, there's Dash from Morse Code.
Oh, God.
Isn't he married to Dot?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is there a Dash seasoning?
It's a good joke, but I hated it. Man.
I'm with you.
Yes, there's a seasoning. Is it Mr. or Mrs. Dash?
Mrs. Dash.
Mrs. Dash.
I love Mrs. Dash.
What would
Hey,
Mr.
I do not care for the Mrs. Dash.
Really?
What would Mr. Dash taste like? Or bitter?
There are different flavors of Mrs. Dash now, Chick.
Could you
might
grab that,
find
please?
one
Phone
that you
tree.
like.
Hello.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
You
Hey,
okay,
Donnie.
Donnie?
Yeah, everybody have a good Memorial Day weekend?
Yes, sir.
Very nice, Donnie. Hope yours was too.
I spend most of my time grilling and chilling regular. My buddy Kurt Stafford's brought over a fresh batch of his own concoction. He calls it a blind eye moonshine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kurt named it that because the first time he ever tried making moonshine, it was so pure, it ended up temporarily blinding the first 3 people who tried it regular.
Yikes, man.
I mean, everybody was okay except for Jeff Humphreys. You know, he ain't blind, but it still left him a little slow in the face. Oh, big news. I put my boat in the water for the first time this season.
Oh,
Really?
cool.
Wow.
Did it float?
Well, yeah, it floated. You know, I didn't cowboy it because it's still for sale, but it definitely stood out. My boat's over 87% Bondo. And everybody knows there ain't nothing more buoyant than Bondo.
Really?
Sure.
Yeah, but spoiler alert, my idiot cousin Lonnie already wrecked my boat, slammed it right into someone's dock, and I asked him why he didn't stop, and he told me that he couldn't find the brake pedal. I swear to God.
Yes. Well, I'm glad you're okay, Donnie.
Yeah, it was scary. I had my life flash right before my eyes. It was a helpless feeling when you're just at the mercy of the Lord. It's kind of like when you look down after some crazy, wild backseat sex romp and realize the rubber came off during it. That's when you say, I'm out of here, baby. Now it's in God's hands. Pretty God.
Nice.
Yeah, I better run. Whippy's playing with the Waltz Crawlers again. Kristi?
Yeah.
Thanks, Donnie. Well, I'm surprised Donnie's boat floats. That'll make it much more saleable. Now, we return to the sports.
Saleable?
As in for sale. Not
Right.
Yeah, Donnie does not have a sailboat. So
No,
I can't see that. That would not work out well.
A Swiss woman has broken the Guinness World Record.
A Swiss Miss?
She's not wrong. That would be a Swiss miss. Well, unless she's married, of course.
It'd be a Swiss miss.
Swiss miss. A Swiss woman broke the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to travel to all of the New York City subway stations.
Huh.
Was the record for being robbed the fewest times?
New York City. Kate Jones visited every single subway station in just 22 hours, 14 minutes, 10 seconds.
That's not easy.
It took her 3 tries to earn the title. Jones said, the most difficult part is the endurance aspect. It's my Swiss accent.
Oh, thanks for clarifying.
Being awake and alert for 22 hours.
Isn't that a Swedish accent? Aren't you doing, isn't it closer to a Swedish accent?
Swiss is
Swiss, man.
Yeah, same thing, really.
Oh, Switzerland's the capital of Sweden?
Sure.
Okay, good.
Have you heard your Irish accent's a Japanese accent? What are you talking about?
It takes the critic to criticize the critic.
Anyway.
You're all right.
She says the most difficult...
Man with no skill.
Shut The most difficult part was the endurance aspect, being awake and alert for 22 hours.
Are you from Poland now? You sound like Lawrence Welk.
Dude, you want to back off?
Okay, sorry. What was the toughest part of going to all the subway stops?
22 hours straight with no food, no rest breaks was really tough, but I did like your classic New Yorker. I just pissed there on the subway. And
So did she ride the subway to every stop, or did she just...
There's only 8 bathrooms. There were only 8 bathrooms open in the whole subway system, she say.
Oh, well, that explains why everybody's pissing in the train.
I had a few instances where I had to change my plans because something happened on a line and I was faced with a choice. Change the plan or risk being able to finish in time.
I am totally confused.
Me too.
No, the trick would be wearing a diaper.
So she's on the subway.
Yeah, then you just have to get off at every stop.
Okay, there you go.
And I don't know. I assume you have... Well, I don't know if you have to wait for the next train or if you can just get off and get back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if you're on the Broadway local, do you get off at each stop to step off the train and get back on?
Right.
I don't know.
Heck of a
Broadway local.
Heck of a thing.
The previous record was held by a rat with a piece of pizza in his mouth. He went to all of it. You see the famous
Remember
pizza.
when Pizza Rat caught all of our imagination?
No, I immediately hated it.
Oh, really?
Yes. What was so special about rats eat garbage? It didn't do any.
I think that's what the great part was. It was an entire slice of pizza. It wasn't garbage. It was a slice of pizza.
That was on the ground.
So, John, you're saying if this rat was like taking some Parmesan or some of the red peppers and putting it on the pizza, this would be something for you then? If he was doing something incredible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Something human.
Yes, but he was just eating
being
trash.
Rat's gonna rat. Yeah.
A rat's gonna rat.
Speaking of pizza, Kristi, you did a story the other day that many people missed about the mushroom coffins.
Yeah,
Do you happen to
I
have
got
that? This is super creepy, and I know, Josh, you were...
I'm all for this kind of thing, and I will do something like this.
I'm all for it because I love the earth.
Are you that? What do we?
I'm anti-globe, okay? Put me down.
Anti-globe.
Anti-globe.
All right.
Whatever you got, I'm against it.
A Dutch company has come up with an environmentally sustainable coffin made out of mushrooms. Loop Biotech is growing coffins by putting mushrooms together with hemp fiber in a special mold that turns into a coffin that looks similar to an unpainted Egyptian sarcophagus.
Now, I've seen these, and there's no handle on it. It looks like a giant pill.
Oh.
While traditional wooden coffins come from trees that can take decades to grow and years to break down in the soil, the mushroom versions grow in a week and biodegrade the remains to nature in barely a month and a half.
No, this is made out of mushrooms, Josh, not a pizza with mushrooms. Just so you know.
And if you're preferring cremation...
Just so you know.
At least say much.
The company also offers an urn, which can be buried with a sapling sticking out, so when the urn is broken down, the ashes can help give life to the tree.
But if you're trying to be eco-friendly, how much fuel is a cremation using? I think that there's an argument to be made there that it's... But now, you pointed out earlier that you want to do this, Josh, the mushroom coffin, because you remain, even in death, a fun guy.
You know, I would prefer you not attribute that joke to me.
Yeah.
I believe you.
What'd you lose over there?
Oh, yes, I did. I said it in the green room, didn't I? I believe you said it.
I just think it's creepy. But it's,
why? Everything about death creeps you out.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm trying to avoid it.
Well, we all are trying to do that. But,
again, I don't see how you would carry. If there's a picture of this thing, there are no handles. I don't know how the pallbearers would carry it.
With straps. You just put a strap underneath it.
That's awkward.
Would it fall apart?
No.
The pallbearers, I think, carry the mushroom coffin in a giant sort of crock with butter and wine. Chick knew exactly.
Yeah.
And laughed in spite of himself.
Well,
Well, if you're trying to avoid memory decline, I have some news for you. I guess.
do?
Yeah, a new study suggests
Hey,
that
why don't you read that memory decline story?
people over the age of 60 who take a daily multivitamin can slow age-related memory decline.
Right.
It's brought to you by Men's Health. Men's Health.
yeah, this is
brought to you by One A Day.
Yeah. This is kind of sketchy.
Results show the improvement remains steady over the 3-year study duration. What do you mean? Why do you think it's sketchy?
I read the whole article. It's a minimal amount of memory.
But
How
it's
much?
something.
Yeah, I guess.
How much memory is it?
Oh, I don't know. I was a part of the study, but I couldn't remember to take the pills.
Aren't you supposed to
Oh,
take
it says here 10 megabytes of
St.
memory.
John's wort or something? Isn't that for memory?
That's for depression.
Is it?
Ginkgo biloba.
Oh, that's it.
Balboa.
I've been putting that on my warts. That's wart right in the name. No wonder it doesn't work.
Didn't Ginkgo Balboa discover the Pacific?
Balboa, yes.
Or something like that. I forget.
That's right.
That was Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
We have a decomposing nun story. Do you want to talk about that?
Oh,
This
my
is
gosh.
so creepy. Have you seen the pictures?
Poor Tom.
What is this lady doing?
A nun whose body has barely decomposed since 2019 is drawing hundreds of visitors to a small town in Missouri. According to a statement from the Benedictines of Mary, Queen of Apostles in Gower.
Benedictine? No, just. Let's
You got this.
There's a joke there somewhere.
Yeah, sound it out.
I'll get back to it. Kristi?
Sister Wilhelmina Lancaster was exhumed in April in preparations for the addition of a new shrine.
I bet she didn't look too great.
Though Lancaster,
Well, that's the whole thing.
that's
She
the whole
did.
thing, was buried in a wooden
What?
coffin without any embalming, and they discovered an intact body and a perfectly preserved religious habit.
What?
Yeah, crowds from all over the country are now visiting to see and touch her body
I'm from Missouri, Kristi. What town is this?
in Gower.
Never heard of it.
No, I don't. I'm seeing. Hear me out here.
Crowds are flocking to Miracle in Missouri.
Yeah.
They're calling it.
What do you call it when two worlds collide? You two different movies meet. I'm seeing Weekend at Bernie's meets Sister Act.
Oh, how about that?
No.
Like a crossover event?
Yeah, a little crossover. Yeah.
Rebecca George at Western Carolina University in North Carolina. Oh, my uncle used to be the dean there. Said the body's lack of decomposition might not be as rare as people may think.
Okay.
Oh,
She
Lord.
explained, typically when we bury people, we don't exhume them. With 100 years, there might not be anything left, but you've got just a few years out, so this is not unexpected.
Oh, I see. We just don't
Right,
realize
we don't.
it. But
Right.
no embalming.
That's what it says.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
Well, her hands are a little rough.
I see. Yeah.
That's part of the sainting process, right? The beatification.
Yeah.
No decomposition.
They're kind of saying that
They
maybe
said that did
she
have to
could
wipe
be-
off the mold.
Oh, God.
People are touching her? People are going
Yeah.
to touch her?
Yeah, but they say they're going to not let people touch. They're going to put her in a glass case.
Oh.
Seriously, I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Mao.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't they
I'm
have
not
to
allowed
put
at
his
these
nose on every...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's Lennon.
Oh, that's
Oh,
Lennon,
Lennon.
right?
I'm not allowed at these sort of religious places anymore. Ever since I got in trouble at the one.
What'd you do?
I thought I was being friendly. I was like, oh, I got to fold this blanket up, and I folded it up real nicely. They were like, sir, that's the Shroud of Turin.
You prankster.
Well, that'd be a commercial, wouldn't it?
Some janitor or whatever.
New Tide.
Is this folded nice? Hey!
Yeah, this is a. But this reminds me, this nun story.
Yes.
I this morning I was reading it, and I remembered a weird story about Joan of Leeds. I don't know if you guys remember this. A 14th century nun who faked her own death.
This was a great story.
It
and
was a great
would make
story.
a good movie.
Yeah.
To escape from a convent, and they just found this out. The director of medieval studies at the University of York uncovered a letter from the year 1318 in which they talk about Joan of Leeds' flight from sisterhood. And the best part of this is she made a dummy in her own likeness, in the old trick in the prison movies.
Yeah.
And they actually buried the dummy in a sacred place at the convent, and no one knew that she had done this. But the bishop writes that she fled, and I'm quoting here, to pursue the way of carnal lust.
Oh yeah.
One of that D.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
So, now, Pat, am I right? You had a song about the...
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Little nun music.
Stuck inside this convent.
Oh!
Feels like forever. Making love to no one. Play that, Linda. Since God knows when. One more time. I'm through. I'm a hot mama. What should I do? If I ever get out of here, all I need is some fun each day. Having sex is a rarity. I could be such an easy lay if I ever get out of here.
If she ever...
That's right, sing it, fellas. Well, I quit the habit with a mighty dash and left the dummy in the bed. Kiss the first one, said to the second guy there, they think that I am dead. None on the run. None on the run. To the sailor man and the bartender Dan. It's time to have some fun. None on the run. Do me. Do me. None on the run. There you go, everyone. 10 minutes later.
In pursuit of carnal lust.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Good for her.
I say we continue the nun hunk.
Yeah?
This is a classic from Paul Gilmartin.
Sister Joan, age 54, ignores the desert sun. The stranded church bus smoking, no sign of anyone. Buzzards circle overhead. Panic starts to set. The kids are getting restless. Her habit soaked with sweat. The minutes become hours. She wobbles in the heat. Then a distant engine roars, approaching from the east. She squints through horn-rimmed glasses. Her pure heart skips a beat. Snake McGinty's Harley hog parts the dusty heat. Black leather clad from head to toe, his eyelids barely open. Sister Joan says, Holy Ghost, please tell me that you're joking. He parks his Harley, stands 6'4", then gives her a nod. Through leather pants, his manhood shows. She rolls her eyes at God. Having trouble? He barely mumbles. Yes, sir, she replies. He pops the hood, takes off his shirt. She covers up her eyes. Kids, she says, back on the bus. Everyone be good. Her fingers part. Her eyes take in his reflection off the hood. She grips her rosary tight with guilt and stares down at her socks. Her mind protects her vows with God, but her body picks the locks. He bends to check the fan belt. Her nipples say hello. Her eyes climb up his leather chaps like a snail with vertigo. She shakes her head and shuts her eyes. Her legs start feeling funny. Lord, she says, for work like this, I'm making lousy money. He shuts the hood. My name is Snake. I'm wanted in 5 states. She says, Snake, you're my forbidden fruit, and I need a little taste. The kids look on in disbelief. The kiss is slow, then faster. Cheering rocks the school bus. Till she says, Snake, let's ditch these bastards. As they left, the kids screamed no. She turned around and waved. Her next confession killed a priest and lasted 7 days. For years, the scandal rocked the church, but she rebuilt their trust. She still teaches Sunday school, but she doesn't drive the bus.
Thank you very much. Paul Gilmartin, and one of his classic poems.
Was he ever poet laureate for the United States of America? Yeah, should be.
Oh,
I'm nominating him.
Sure. I certainly agree. We'll keep you up to date on this nun story.
Sister Joan, age
Sorry,
50.
I'll hear it again.
Oh, that's amazing.
That was creepy.
Yeah, boy, that's a
boy.
Two for Tuesday.
I didn't even touch anything. I said,
Creepy.
Oh, it feels like a Monday.
Go see the machine.
Way to go, El. Come on.
Thank you very much. Coming up, since on Friday we neglected to squeeze in the Ace Cosby joke of the day, there was so much going on.
I don't think there's any need.
We are going to have an Ace Cosby bonus joke, and the one you did already today, Ace, stellar.
Just wait.
Another day.
Yeah. Certainly looking forward to that. We have a big condom story coming up, and a
Big condom.
I guess not
Like magnums?
The
Or?
condoms aren't
Big bad
necessarily large.
condom.
A big story that references condoms, and we have. I'm going to pronounce. Is it
Foie gras?
What is it?
Foie gras?
You can say Louis Vuitton, but you can't say foie gras.
Foie gras. In the news coming up, and then an update on the guy that had the scissors in his ass.
Yeah, got that.
We have an act.
Bad news, they've opened.
Yeah, we have a part dose on this poor idiot coming up. And this is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
One, two, three, four. I couldn't help but see OC double D. My favorite part of you is just for me, oh my. Ooh, you know I never play. To focus on your glance, or is holding in my hand. Don't be afraid to let them show. She's my finest memory. She's got the Amazon swing, like a grapefruit in a sling. Mouth-watering, fleshy thing. It's just for me, oh my. Ooh, you know I never play. To focus on your got your mama on my Symphony and double D. Don't be afraid to let them show. OC double D.
coffee.
Go away.
I need some coffee.
I'm going to call the police.
You want it so bad.
I'm calling 911.
You want it so bad.
Stalker's Choice Coffee. Share some with a neighbor. Stalker's Choice. It's what obsessive-compulsive relationships are made of.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Tony Edwards is here with us.
I got this one T-shirt. It says, it's a black thing you wouldn't understand. I feel kind of bad when I wear it because it leaves a lot of people left out. See, I think everyone should have their own T-shirt so everyone can feel the same kind of pride. Like maybe, you know, it's a Japanese thing you wouldn't understand because you're lazy and stupid. You know, it's an Amish thing. I made this shirt. It's a Republican thing. Give me $1 and I'll explain it to you. Oh, wait. Equal time. It's a Democratic thing. Give me $1. Understand, wouldn't you? Thing dyslexic. It's. Everyone, you know, it's a blonde thing. I don't understand.
Just for the people going through heartbreak right now, and you don't know what to do about it.
Okay.
Get sick, turn my stomach, throw up, chuck, pray to the porcelain god. Barf, belch, bail out, blow chunks, lose lunch, vomit, feed the fish, and heave a log. Evacuate all you ate, retch, route, regurgitate, drop your cookies, puke, and spew. Hurl, purge are just a few words that come up when I think about you.
One way of doing it.
That's quality material.
Friday, June 21st.
Just asking for trouble.
Very, very not helpful.
Hello, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Kristi Lee.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
What's up?
I am Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Now, Kristi had a story about vitamins.
Yeah.
And
there's a new study that suggests that people over the age of 60 who take a daily multivitamin can slow age-related memory decline.
And you get most of your vitamins from food.
Of course.
That's the best way to get them, they say. But a lot of the stuff you take, supplements, you just end up peeing away.
Right.
Talk to your doctor or medical, whatever you want to do. But there's a lot of stuff out there. You read about these supplements for memory.
Yes.
And a guy who's got a great memory just emailed me. Joe is driving a truck.
Hi, Joe.
Longtime listener. In fact, he delivers shingles to ABC Supply.
Oh, he should get a vaccine.
Oh, boy.
And not that.
He should be working
shingles.
infected like
It's
that.
very helpful. There is a shingles vaccine, by the way.
You're 2 for 2 there,
highly
buddy.
recommend it. He delivers shingles to ABC Supply, and I bring that up because they were huge supporters of the AJ Foyt racing team, and we talked with Santino Ferrucci, came in third.
Yeah. Heck of a race.
For the Indianapolis 500, and ABC is doing a great thing, doing a matching funds thing to a great program that helps out disabled veterans called Homes for Our Troops. And since he works with them, he was saying how cool that was, and I agree.
Yes.
But what I want to say is we are going to be doing a special online thing later this week. We have a poster from our recent event on Friday that we had signed by Mr. A.J. Foyt himself.
Very cool.
So he signed it for us on Friday. So we're going to be throwing that up there to auction it off to donate to the cause. So I'll give you some more details on that. But in the meantime, he has a request for something about improving your memory.
Oh, I was like, where is this going?
That was a long walk in the woods.
Well, I was derailed. Wow. Once again, derailed by Josh.
How do you think I feel? I got to walk out alone.
Apparently, this was my fault. I apologize.
Is that sports?
Huh?
What? What are you doing?
It's the Joe Johnson Memory System.
The following is a paid commercial announcement for the Joe Johnson Memory System.
Hello, I'm Joe Jefferson. Do you forget things you wish you could remember? Do you forget people's names? Do you forget important dates? Do you forget information that's important to remember? like important dates. Or perhaps you even forget people's names. That's why I created my new memory system called the Joe Jackson Memory System. With the Jeff Jackson Memory System, you'll be able to remember long lists of items in great detail. Does it work? Just listen to these testimonials.
I used to forget things all the time. You know, little things like where my car keys were, what I was supposed to pick up at the store, where my car keys were, things like that. Then I tried the Jerry Johnson Memory System, and now I can even remember the names of everyone in my household. Thanks, Jack.
Man, my memory was the worst. I couldn't even remember what I heard just a couple of minutes ago. And then I tried the John Johnson Memory System, and wow, what a difference. My memory used to be the worst. Do you know there was a time when I couldn't even remember what I heard just a couple of minutes ago? Thanks, Jerome.
Yes, with the Johnny Jasper Memory System, you'll never forget anything important ever again. To order this Jake Jensen Memory System, just call 1-888. That's 1-800. Again, 1-877-5. 1-888-5. Or no, it's an 800 number. Oh, yes, that's 1-888-352-4QML. The Jackie Jackson Memory System costs only $19.95. That's right, just $29.95. Call today, and we'll also include at no extra charge a notepad that you could use to write things down. Yes, you'll get the Junior Johnson Memory System and the notepad, all for just $39.95. Call and give your credit card and ATM number to our operators today. And what's the first thing you want to do tomorrow? That's right. Call and give our operators your credit card. And don't forget to do what it was that I told you to do earlier involving the thing I was talking about. Your memory will improve, or my name isn't Jim Johansson.
Okay, Mr. Jenkins, that's a take.
Good. I've got kind of a busy day ahead of me. I have to go record a commercial for my memory system.
That's right, the Jim or Joe Johnson Memory System. Thank you for that request. Driving it. Do I request? It's happening.
Thank you, Joe, for listening and for driving your truck.
Move along, Joe. We're not here for your entertainment, Joe.
Joe is delivering shingles. He doesn't have shingles.
I'm glad to hear it.
Okay.
He has them, but they're in his truck.
I've been told what do you call a bunch? A gathering of shingles. A group? A pod? A peck? A bushel?
What? Shingle City?
Shingles are the heaviest thing on the face of the earth. Did you know that?
They are heavy.
I had to haul them up on a roof. I've done it before.
Are you telling the truth right now?
Yes.
You hauled shingles.
Yeah, I did.
That can't be easy, yeah.
Huh.
Up a ladder, we were shingling a house.
Tim Wilson and I had the disagreement backstage. Which was heavier, shingles or sod? He maintains it's sod.
Sod is crazy heavy.
Yeah, but you don't have to carry sod up a ladder.
Yeah, that's
no,
true.
typically you don't.
That was
unless you have a grass roof.
Is that why?
No, we're going to get a letter from some guy.
Yeah,
we have a grass roof.
I had to do it.
Yeah.
Is that why roofers are crazy? Do you ever have your house roofed?
In a day, they're like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Half a day sometimes. Yeah.
It's amazing.
I want to say I've had 2 or 3 roofs roofed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And in each case, they brought their kids to play at my yard. The roofers had kids.
Cool.
Yeah. No, not at all. Professional. Just come over and
they pick up the nails.
I don't want to have to fix lemonade for the kids. Okay?
The kids are everywhere.
They brought their kids.
School's over. I got lunch on a patio. Hey, it's nice. Let's go have a beer on the patio. Just little kids running around. I kicked one. I hate them.
They're having fun. You were one of those kids once.
Fine. And I was annoying. I hated myself then, too. I knew better.
Let's see. How did we get from that?
I don't know.
Shingles, sod. I got them all, baby.
Did you know that they're...
What does that even mean?
In December, we missed it. It's National Roof Over Your Head Day.
Is it legal to put sod on your roof if you have shingles? To set up grass on your roof?
I was working...
If you want to go that way.
And they had like grass on their roof because they were trying something new. This was in Anaheim, and they were trying. They thought that if they could grow plants up on the roof, that it would I look, the specifics elude me, but somehow work with the solar paneling. And it was some sort of eco-friendly.
Did the ceiling turn brown?
I don't know what. I don't know.
Remember, there was a restaurant over here that had trees and stuff on the roof.
But this guy was looking for like investors. He was like, "This is the new thing," and I haven't heard anything about
the
it.
place with the trees took them all down.
Who ran the restaurant? Bilbo and the rest of the hobbits running around?
I don't know.
I think it was called the Shire.
Yes.
I assume that the water from the plants.
Well, that restaurant's no longer there, so I don't know if it.
Yeah, who knows how that well works?
I don't know. And then some of them were dying, and it looked terrible. Remember that?
Hey, your roof's dying.
Yeah.
Somebody want to water the roof?
Yeah. Well, and in certain places, having a flat roof is a bad idea. Anyway.
I had one. I know.
Yeah. So it's hard to grow grass at a 60-degree angle. I don't know. In any event.
Well, wait a minute. Grass grows on hillsides.
Sure it does. But try putting sod on the roof of your house. Get back to me, will you?
Yeah, see if it takes.
It's awfully difficult to mow. Well, I was cutting the grass, and my tractor fell 60 feet to the ground.
Some of the cruise lines have grass. It's crazy.
Oh, sure.
Celebrity cruise line has a grass Lido deck.
Really?
At the top of it.
Lido.
That's not going to get me on board. If I wanted to be on grass, I would have stayed on land. We're going to make it just like you haven't left port. Wait a minute. What's the point? Thank you for the request, Joe. Be careful out there driving that rig. Now,
who's that, Joe Mama?
No, it's not Joe Mama. Never mind. What's coming up, Kristi?
Coming up, we have a deodorant in the news, but this guy's using it kind of the wrong way.
In his butt? Do they have butt deodorant?
Yes.
They do. It's called Mando.
Yeah, they do. They have butt deodorant.
Wait a minute. Are you kidding?
No.
That's kind of what that stuff is you put on your fresh balls. It keeps things...
Butt paste?
Yeah, that's another one.
Butt paste.
Mando. Butt paste.
Oh, don't eat the butt paste.
What is that natural? Is it Lume? L-U-M-E?
Yeah, it's the same company.
Yeah. And
when we get to the story, we'll review. Right now, we can't. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
The Gores just got divorced. We know Paul McCartney went through the worst divorce in history.
That's true.
I would have been a great attorney for Paul McCartney. I'd have said, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client, right over there, 1964, could not crawl out of a car without every woman in America tearing her hair out, yelling his name at the top of their lungs. He could have had any woman in the world that year. He went with the Manson family-looking girl who was the photographer, who was relatively plain. Lived with the woman for 35 years. 35 years, not one night did he ever miss with his wife in 35 years, except when he was arrested for marijuana in Japan, and she was down the hall in a different cell.
Yeah.
Okay? He loved this woman. She made him eat vegetarian food. Okay? She was not attractive. He put her on the cover of the Band on the Run album. James Coburn looked better than she did on the cover of that album. This woman couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. Couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. He let her play in his band for 10 years. He loved this woman, lived with her 35 years, never missed a night. She passed away. He became a knight. I think he owns Happy Birthday. I know he owns Ramblin' Rick from Georgia Tech, a hell of an engineer. He's a billionaire. The Queen hit him over the shoulder with a sword and made him a knight. He is a sir. And that one-legged, wooden-legged woman wants you to believe that he's hard to get along with.
Loaded up with comedians. And don't forget, you can catch the Joseph Newgarden interview with Tom Griswold. He was the winner of the 107th running of the Indianapolis 500. Tom had caught up with him on Media Day just ahead of the big race. So you can catch that interview again at bobandtom.com and across all of Bob and Tom's social media.
Hi, everybody. Kristi Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Officials in Iowa are making plans to demolish a 6-story apartment building a day after it partially collapsed, injuring at least one, displacing countless residents and businesses. No fatalities reported, though, in the Sunday evening collapse in downtown Davenport. City officials said that the property owner has been served an order for demolition of the building. That's expected to start this morning. Carnival Cruise Line says one of its ships that navigated rough seas off the South Carolina coast has resumed sailing on its next cruise. Terrified passengers on the Carnival Sunshine took to social media over the Memorial Day holiday weekend to post video of water pouring through a flooded hallway on a cabin level and pictures of onboard stores in shambles as large waves swelled on the sea. The ship's return to Charleston, South Carolina from the Bahamas on Saturday was delayed by prolonged bad weather and rough seas in the area. No serious injuries reported. And hundreds of people visited a small town in Missouri this week to see a black nun whose body has barely decomposed since 2019. Some say it's a sign of Catholic holiness. Others say the lack of decomposition may not be that rare. Sister Wilhelmina Lancaster was exhumed in April as part of the monastery's preparations for a new shrine. The monastery expected to only find bones. Instead, her body and clothing were largely intact. People have flocked from all over the country to see the body. Anthropologists said bodies can stay preserved for many years, but we don't usually get to see that. That's your news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
A boy in Evansville found over $3,000 in his bag of McDonald's after pulling away from the drive-thru. Well, you failed to mention, good on you, buddy. I can't even get them to put napkins in my sack. We learned this year that trout can become addicted to meth.
Oh.
What you failed to mention, that explains the trout I caught the other day trying to steal my catalytic converter.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Now, have you ever done a cop convention or anything?
I just did one last night.
Did you really?
Yeah, you know, and they're fun because they understand stuff that I'm talking about, you know. I always say
Unlike the normal audience.
Yeah,
Yes,
the biggest misconception people have about police is that we really care. Because don't. If you see a wreck and you can make a U-turn, you're going to do it.
Sometimes you just get stuck.
Oh, you know, you just don't want to hear it. It's always the same thing.
Don't want to hear it.
That's true. Every time you make a traffic stop, I ain't out catching real criminals. Well, I'll tell you the truth, lady, I'm not that good at this job. I'm trying to figure out a way to get disability without actually hurting myself. See, I was a smart aleck.
Didn't take it all that serious.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Oh, heck no. People would make U-turns on the expressway. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, you know, because it says authorized vehicles only. I'd pull up behind them and go over my microphone and go, I authorize you. I don't care. You can't be subpoenaed if your name's not on anything. That's the way I always felt about it.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Now, Dwight Slade is our guest. Dwight is a very healthy guy, but you were saying that you had a colonic?
I had a colonic. It's a water skiing accident that you do on purpose.
This is where they fill your lower cavity with...
Why don't you walk me through this?
With water.
Yeah.
Is there an audio component to this as the revealing is taking place?
Like nothing I've ever heard.
Yeah, they play this. There it goes now.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is
Crows.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, check.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Howdy. Willie Griswold's here.
What's up?
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Mr. McGee.
Yes, sir.
Coming up, we're going to be visiting with Kostaki Economopoulos with our NFL update. Now, there's some interesting NFL news you touched on earlier this morning. We'll get back to that. Will Tom Brady suit up again?
Oh, God.
The answer is yes.
No. 98% of people don't care.
Why wouldn't, if I were Tom Brady, I'd move to France or someplace where people just leave me alone. God.
I've got a little bit of life in my arm yet. Shut up.
Is that what he said?
Also coming up, a former police officer, apparently drummed out of the Corps, if you will. Mike Armstrong, comedian, will be joining us. I look forward to seeing Mike. But right now, we have an unusual story involving deodorant. Kristi,
It's deodorant.
Deodorant?
Deodorant.
Deodorant?
Wait a minute. Willie's got a deodorant up right now.
I'm doing a little reapply, y'all.
Did this make you feel like you needed it?
Felt a little stinky. Yeah, this is.
What do you got?
Down there?
Yeah, I got dry shampoo. I got deodorant. I got everything.
No kidding.
This is the Old Spice Fiji with palm trees, and it's a deodorant, not an antiperspirant.
Okay.
That's something.
All right.
Doctors removed a can of deodorant that got stuck in a man's rectum recently.
Right.
A can
Sounds
that
fun.
got stuck in the can. Tom, your thoughts?
First of all, it's not good for the environment to use the spray can. That's the first thing that people should comment.
What was that deodorant commercial? Hi, guy. Remember that?
Yes.
He'd open up the medicine cabinet. Hi, guy. He's over there next door.
And wasn't that
Chuck
Nathan
McCann?
Yeah, and wasn't Nathan Lane the guy behind the...
I don't know the answer to that.
He was probably the guy behind the other guy.
Hey. In a report published in the Visual Journal of Emergency Surgery.
Wait, slow down. What is it again?
The Visual Journal of Emergency Surgery.
That means it has pictures.
That's right. Physicians detailed.
For doctors who can't read.
Physicians detailed a case of a 30-year-old man who went to the ER with acute abdominal pain 2 hours after inserting a deodorant canister into his rectum.
Oh, it hurt him, huh?
While it was not made clear why he had done so,
Sex.
doctors wrote that such foreign bodies are commonly self-inserted rectally in male youths with erotic attitudes.
There you go.
What kind of sentence?
That's some doctor talk.
Yeah.
So what's the old slogan? Strong enough for an anus, but made for an armpit? Secret.
That's actually a good slogan.
An x-ray of the patient's abdomen revealed the foreign object lodged in his bottom. The man underwent abdominal surgery where doctors successfully removed the deodorant canister. Following a psychiatric consultation, the patient went home uneventfully. So there you go.
Okay.
I guess it was Axe deodorant, so all his farts smelled like a high school.
You see.
Apparently this was the new brand, though, called Axe Hole.
Now, when I found this story.
Axe isn't out there anymore, though, right?
It is. I use their body wash.
Yeah,
I think it
do?
is.
And their deodorant.
You do?
Yeah, I use Axe deodorant.
Well, that's just
I
sad.
do. Yeah, I don't. The Axe body spray is the stuff that got the bad rap.
Sad.
Not
Sad.
the other Axe stuff.
You're sad.
Which one fits the best in the keister?
The deodorant stick.
So I read this story and I was Googling around and I landed on this one. I think we might have touched on this before about a 39-year-old man whose name is Jerry Anus. A-N-U-S.
That's an older anus.
The 39-year-old was charged with drug possession after a traffic stop. Mr. Anus also, according to this news...
Mr. Anus.
From the Pacific Daily News, Mr. Anus also had an open can of beer in the drink holder in his car, and a search of the vehicle revealed a small baggie containing possible meth.
Wow!
So,
did he have anything in his butt?
You know, he was not. No, he was not. As far as I know, hiding anything in his keister. But his actual name is Anus. But that is a tough.
So that means you Googled anus to come up with that story.
Yes.
Anus.
Now, it's going to be. Can you imagine marrying this guy, Kristi?
No.
Oh,
that's got to be a rough sell.
Kristi Lee Anus.
Well, she just doesn't take his name.
Yeah.
Or Kristi Anus Lee. It sounds like an adverb. Or singer.
Anus Lee.
She entered the room anusly.
Yes. Butt first.
Oh man. So
We have an update on the guy with scissors in his butt.
What's going on with him now?
An Indiana man accused of trying to smuggle a pair of scissors into jail by hiding them in his rectum.
This is risky.
WSBT.
WSBT. Don't be kept in the dark.
Reports the man initially refused to undergo a body scan before entering the LaPorte County Jail.
WSBT, a world of stories waiting to be told.
When you turn the news off.
Yeah, I would.
Yes.
That started.
I'm out.
how about WSBD?
Well, now you're changing the letter. You can't change letters.
You just have to read it.
He later agreed, and an officer reviewing the scan noticed a foreign object inside the arrestee's anal cavity.
Yeah, but
After the man underwent a second body scan,
anal cavity, you should floss.
prison officials noticed the foreign object
your
had
teeth in your ass.
moved, allowing them to positively identify the object as scissors still inside the anal cavity of the arrestee.
Bet they weren't Cutco.
No, he'd be dead.
If it was one of those Cutco scissors, that would have killed him either way, in or out.
The scissors
Those
were
are some
removed
fine scissors. I love my Cutcos.
from the man without incident.
Wow.
How do you put them in handle first? I assume
You'd think blade first because
Blade
it's
first.
tapered.
Yeah.
Blade first, absolutely. Getting them out would be a trick, but yeah.
You kind of want the handle
I
sticking out a little bit.
I hope they were the little kid scissors.
Oh,
Oh, the safety scissors.
Yeah,
How about
safety.
a little ducky scissors?
couldn't cut cotton candy, those things.
Why? I have a dumb question. Why would you want kid scissors in a prison cell?
I don't know. Why would you want any kind of scissors in a prison cell?
Why would you want to stick
mean-
anything in your butt?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No,
Wouldn't you love it if it cut to some guy in his cell trying to just cut the bars of his... I told him it wouldn't work. He insisted.
No wonder they were so quick to give me these.
Wow. Okay, well,
I thought I dazzled
Well,
them with
let's-
my intellect.
when that guy, by the way, when that guy cuts one,
he cuts
he
one.
cuts one.
Silly. Do you guys like it when you're cutting something with scissors and you realize, like wrapping paper, you can
Sure.
really do this. You don't have to...
Oh, you just slide it?
Yes.
Slide,
You just
yeah.
slip.
That's nice.
That's a satisfying
It
feeling.
sure
Yeah, that's
is.
something, isn't it?
Isn't
Then
it?
then you get 3/4 of the way, and it
And then it
rips.
rips.
Yeah, no.
I got greedy. I got greedy. I'll take my time next time.
Yes. And then you have to cut another page.
I thought you would have liked this, chick, because you're a wrapping
best.
genius.
Chick
I
is
am
the
a rapping
best at it.
genius.
So you like the scissor slide?
Do you have the wrapping papers?
Here's the thing. I've got the Cutcos. They always do that because the blades stay sharp.
Have you noticed that I've hidden the scissors in the green room?
Yeah. Every time I want to cut something, I can't.
Why did you hide them?
Because I was tired of them being elsewhere.
So you've hidden them elsewhere.
Do you remember where you
I know
hid
where
them?
they are.
I hope they're up your ass.
Right now, I'll put in your ass.
Man.
Well,
I'll
that's-
show you
You
where
hide
they
them
are,
from
but you
us.
got to put them back.
Why do you have scissors in our cafeteria, more or less?
Have you tried opening anything these days?
Well,
You need
yeah,
scissors to
but
open anything.
What are you opening in the...
His cream, probably.
Yeah, if
Do you know there's someone who works here that pre-opens all of that stuff for you and has it ready because you're incapable of opening anything? You know that, right?
well, in case she misses, I have my scissors.
Wasn't it weird in school they would give you those safety scissors that couldn't cut anything, but you would also get that compass that you could stab through somebody's sternum if you wanted to?
Yeah, but and then in our day, Chick will back me up on this. We used to get mercury to play with.
And in school?
I've held mercury and as a kid, like a ball of mercury in my hand and just
But I
run
thought,
around.
didn't you break the thermometer and get it out?
No.
This was just given to you.
My dad worked at some sort of factory that they had mercury readily
Laying around,
available.
There you go, son. Play with that.
Play with this.
Don't drink it.
This will shut you up.
I want to drink
If
it
you
so
swallow
bad.
Never going to be as funny as Flip Wilson, all right? I remember that part, too.
He said that to you?
Oh, sure. Hey, you're going to go home and lay in the fetal position and cry in your compound. Do you want peace of mind? You want everything secure? That's where Simply Safe comes in. You know that. Before you pack your bags to go on vacation, you need peace of mind while you're out there on the beach. What's going on at my compound? That's where Simply Safe Home Security comes in. Greater peace of mind knowing your home is monitored around the clock by trained agents ready to defend your home against break-ins, fires, and other threats. With the top-rated Simply Safe app, stay connected from anywhere, anytime. Arm or disarm your system remotely. Check your cameras to make sure everything's okay. Simply Safe ships to your door, and you can set it up yourself in about 30 minutes. I did, or you can have Simply Safe certified technicians install it for you. And with financing through Affirm, secure your home today and just pay installments over time that fit your budget. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes. Go to simplysafetom.com and listen to this deal we have for you. Go today and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Boy, this Google sure sends you strange places.
Yeah, where'd you end up?
Do you know that you can purchase something called rectum scissors?
I don't understand what
For
they
what?
are. Episiotomies?
It's a surgical device.
Oh,
Wow.
well, yeah.
Is that a butt It's like a polyp remover? Butt says the sniper.
Actually, they're the Stelzner rectum scissors from Butco. Thank you, Pat Godwin. When we come back, I want a song out of you, Pat. We're going to talk with Kristi Economopoulos with our NFL update. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
What's up, Mark Sweeney? My name is Mark Allison. So glad you could join us on a Tuesday here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Kristi Economopoulos with an NFL update. By the way, he'll be at Comedy Key West in Key West, Florida.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. And we're doing kind of a musical chairs thing today. And, well, it's actually a musical chair right now because joining us in the studio, we have singer-songwriter, actor, and comedian Stephen Lynch. I throw in the actor thing because you spent a, how did you describe it?
9 months in hell.
Sentence, was that the word you used?
9 months in hell is what I just heard.
You were on Broadway. Do you want to give us give those that haven't heard about this the background on?
The Wedding Singer.
You portrayed
the very popular Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore movie about crazy kids in the 80s.
Turned into a very successful theater piece.
Very successful.
Well, you did it for a pretty long time.
Mildly successful.
I mean,
it was fun. But I had my toe on the trigger pretty much every day of the last 4 months of it. Well, I realize I'm making it sound like it was really bad.
No, but I mean,
it wasn't. It was time to move on. You know.
Can you play one of the new ones for us?
I think so.
Okay.
We just had a little powwow in your producer's office about what I can and cannot say on the radio these days. And
there have been moments before. You think this one's okay?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if it's not.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Lynch.
This is a song I wrote. I discovered, oddly enough, that I had an uncle, a great-great-great-great-great-uncle who lived in the medieval period. He pretty much did for a living what I do for a living. He was both a troubadour and a court jester, and I think he used to play in the court of the king and the queen. And I discovered one of his old compositions that he wrote for the lute, and I transposed it to the guitar.
Good, because we don't have a lute handy.
No. I don't either.
Because I like guitar comics, but I hate lute comics. Prop guys and lute comics.
Those are the worst, aren't they?
Just hacks.
They give us all a bad name. So this is one of his compositions, and I just thought I'd try it for a modern audience, see how it goes over. Come, fair lady, to mine bed we go, and verily sweet pleasures we shall know. Yet, where thy belly meets thy limb, I beseech thee, give a trim, for thy bush doth overflow. Milady doth have a 70s muff. A 1470s muff. Zounds, it's as prickly as a Christmas wreath. Think it might hide some baby birds beneath. Pray, shave it off to make a coat. There are fur balls down mine throat, short and curlies twixt my teeth. I saith not thy is hirsute, but it looketh like thou hast buckwheat in a leg lock. My uncle was also a very hacky stand-up comedian. But soft, what hair through yonder girdle grows, to be or not to be put in cornrows. Oh, it is beastly and unruly, and it smelleth of patchouli, and that offends my nose. I sayeth not thou art furry down there, but it doth resemble Fidel Castro eating a London broil. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, medieval bush.
Bravo. Stephen Lynch.
Thank you, lords and ladies. Thank you.
Stephen Lynch, ladies and gentlemen. What is a lute? A lute it looks like a pear-shaped ukulele.
Yeah, it goes...
Kind of a...
Well, there's no neck. There's no neck, though. Look like guitars. I think those are lutes.
To change an old joke just a little bit, the best sound a lute makes is when a banjo lands on it in the dumpster, or an accordion, one of the two. I'm sure there's
You're really anti-lute, man.
I do not.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
I'm starving. Can we send Mike Mark out?
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
Josh Arnold is here. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Patty G receiving a Tommy Award
for
the greatest ad lib of all time.
Oh, come on.
The guy with
half-assed at best.
the guy that smuggled scissors in his
Butco? Is that what
in his rear end into prison and they weren't Cutco, they were Butco.
I'll take my award for Butco, but it goes to the many things I've said in the past.
It's like John Wayne winning for Rooster Cogburn or whatever. Really, it's for the quiet man.
For all those things that no one heard.
Yes, they weren't pinking shears, they were stinking shears. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know what pinking shears are.
You don't?
No.
No one knows.
They're like crimping.
Those weird things?
They've got the
they have like
like the zigzag.
Yes,
Right.
I didn't know that's what they were called. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you've learned a new word today.
And I got a good joke, and I learned a word.
There you go.
That is a fine... My Tuesday's
You
over.
can go home.
Boy.
Yes.
What I'm fulfilled.
You can go home.
Sit on your porch. Read a book.
New from Butco. I believe we're going to hook up with Kostaki Economopoulos somewhere. There we go. Oh, this looks rustic. Where are you, Kostaki?
I'm at home. I have a new backdrop. How about that?
Oh, is that fake?
It's well, it's not fake. You know, it's a wood. It's a wood. Backdrop.
It's wood, Jerry.
So you're saying that's real mahogany? Is that what you're telling us?
It's a wood. It's a massive wood. I got old school Falcon shirt on.
Yeah.
Real down.
We're going to talk NFL in a second. I want to mention something else real quick. Since we're talking to comedian Kostaki Economopoulos, I want to say a special hello to Greg Warren.
Why is that?
And congratulate Greg. The New York Times selected
just another paper.
Selected 5 comedy specials to watch, and they included The Salesman from Greg Warren. Which
he's on a list with Wanda Sykes and Louis Black. It's a pretty cool list.
Yeah.
Kudos,
So,
Greg.
Check out Greg Warren. And where do you find that, Josh?
YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yes.
And it's called The Salesman. So that's great for Greg. And another super funny guy is Kostaki Economopoulos. He's also our NFL correspondent. And Kostaki, what's on your mind? Have you heard of the big Tom Brady news?
Hang on to your hat.
Is this newer than I think? He's going to be part owner of the Raiders. That's the news, right?
No, it's bigger than that.
There's further
It's
speculation.
caught Tom's imagination, and it's really stupid. I'll give you those 2 hints.
He's going to be a stand-up comedian? We covered that.
No, you remember when the Raiders signed Jimmy Garoppolo to be their quarterback, even though he had a foot injury? They said they signed a waiver, said, "Okay, Jimmy, it's okay. Your foot's going to be fine by the start of the season." Well, it's still not healed, and they're making grumblings about finding who to come in and play quarterback for the Raiders, and it's Tom's dream for have an owner play on the field in the NFL. Ergo, he hopes it's Tom Brady to come in and play quarterback for the Raiders. He's losing his mind about it because Tom Brady's one of the past president of the Prick Society, the United States of America, which Tom's a member. So it's all coming together for Tom.
I'm glad you're with me on this premise, Chick.
Yeah.
Now, you can find Kostaki at his Instagram, which is easy to find because you just have to remember at Kostaki Economopoulos.
It populates after Kostaki. You'll get there.
Right.
Oh, that's a big word. It populates. And
so does Tom.
Yeah, thank you. And Kostaki is Costaki.
There you go. Come join us. I'm posting videos like crazy. It's fun. It's actually, I've embraced it. It's actually fun.
To embrace social media.
Yeah, I know. I was a little hesitant. Right. I know. For all the reasons.
No, good for you.
Hey, quick, though, on the subject, Tom. Tom Brady's going to have a part ownership stake in the Raiders. That's nothing. He completely owned the Jets, Bills, and Dolphins for 15 years. Right?
Oh, he's a good player. Oh, that man can throw.
So I went to the draft since I saw you guys. My brother and I went to Kansas City. It was awesome. It's so much fun to go to a draft. I strongly recommend it. The Kansas City fans are living large, man. They've been big football fans for years, and now they're at the top of the heap. And we were talking about the draft with some local guys, and I asked a Chiefs fan what they need, and he said, competition.
Oh, that's fun.
The Kansas City during the draft looked like a Mahomes jersey outlet store exploded there. Everyone, 93-year-old women and newborns, everyone's got a Mahomes jersey on. It's crazy. And it smelled like a dispensary the whole time. They have some new laws, and they're enjoying themselves out there.
Hell yeah.
2 USC student reporters arrested for stealing first-round jerseys at the draft. I think they should turn this story into an ad for NFL Shop, right? Have the 2 guys standing there in the shirts. We had to sneak into the credentialed player area and grab the jerseys and smuggle them out of the building. Then we got arrested at the airport. And there's a little kid standing next to him in the same shirt. I got mine at NFLshop.com. If you watched the first round of the draft, you may have seen this. There was a kid, maybe 14, with floppy hair who bounced out onto the draft stage and was hyping up the crowd. And we're in the throngs of tens of thousands of people on this grassy hill that goes up to the memorial. And a guy near us said, somebody smacked that kid. And got some chuckles from the people nearby. And then they announced he was with the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
And then he said, somebody smacked that kid quick.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Wow. Josh, I'd like to say your car is ready.
Thank you, Josh, for taking the heat off of me with that.
You're welcome.
Hilarious. It's a Curb Your Enthusiasm kind of real life awkward. My brother went over and gave the guy a hard time. It was just, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Hard time.
We had the schedule announcement since I talked to you guys for the NFL season. The Falcons are playing the Jaguars in London, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 a.m. California time. He thought the Falcons games were a snooze fest before. I will literally be snoring through this game. The Eagles are going to play the Giants on Christmas Day. Eagles fans are excited. They get to boo Santa Claus again.
They love doing that.
Aaron Rodgers-led Jets are going to play the Dolphins in the first ever Black Friday game this year. No travel issues for Aaron Rodgers, because he never spends Thanksgiving with his family. So it's not really a problem for him.
Estranged.
Stranger Things new from the NFL.
Former Falcon Calvin Ridley is going to be wearing jersey number 0. I think that's to help remind him how many bets he should make on NFL games. I'm going to go with 0. Also suspended for the same reason. Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams claims he didn't know the gambling rules, to which I can only respond with, want to bet? Pretty sure they're written above the locker. Tight end Foster Moreau signed a big 3-year deal despite recently being diagnosed with cancer. Apparently he's okay. You'd love to see that. When I heard about cancer in the locker room, I thought somebody signed Antonio Brown again. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe go back to the kid.
Yeah. They asked the Cowboys GM about the kicker, and he said, and I quote, "Anybody else on earth who is not on the team right now is under consideration." Time to get your resume together, kicker. It's not going to end well.
Now, hey, Kostaki, to interrupt your flow.
Yeah.
What do you think
That's
about the new kicking rule? Or
Which one?
Receiving rule about the fair catch?
Oh, on the kickoff. Yeah, I don't love it, but I understand that they're trying to make some steps towards resolving some of the concussion problems they've been having. I don't think it's going to come up very often, but I imagine some crazy, stormy, weird kick kind of, it's fine. I don't think it's going to be a big factor is the reason that I don't think we have to worry too much about it, but we'll see. Sometimes they make a change and then the next year they have to have another meeting about it, so we'll see.
Okay. Just asking.
Yeah. They say Gardner Minshew has taken Anthony Richardson under his wing. I've seen Anthony Richardson. He doesn't fit under Gardner Minshew's wing.
Yeah. Big man.
Besides, Gardner's got a lot of stuff under his wing, a mustache trimmer, some old jeans, a pair of scissors,
We're big Gardner Minshew fans.
Yeah,
I understand. He's very likable.
You are.
We have a song and everything.
He's a fun guy.
Mississippi Mudflaps.
He's enjoying himself.
I love that guy.
Handsome.
I love that guy.
He's got new facial hair every week. Come on.
All right, let's close on this one. Bill's safety. DeMar Hamlin says his charity has big plans for using the millions in donations. First step, keep the millions away from Brett Favre. Let's try to build a volleyball court.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Kostaki Economopoulos once again can be reached on Instagram at Kostaki Economopoulos. We don't expect you to get the Economopoulos right. Just get the Kostaki right. It's Costaki. Mr. Economopoulos will be in Key West, Florida at Comedy Key West Thursday, June 22nd through Saturday the 24th.
That's a fun gig.
Yeah. Now, Kostaki, you are a single man now. How's that?
Yeah.
Going? We haven't had any updates on the dating profile.
I'm not doing much dating. I'm mostly just playing poker. It's fun to have some time that's just compartmentalized for me. The poker room I like has good food. They bring food to me while I'm playing. They bring drinks. If I Uber down there, they'll massage your back. It's pretty great.
Wow. What? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. Nice life.
Sounds like a whorehouse to me.
Yeah, it's a little old school.
Yeah.
I've been crushing the limit game. It's been really a pleasure. Oh, here's a story about singleness. I was at a poker table. There's an Egyptian guy who's just sort of loud, gregarious, likable guy. He was sort of hosting the table and goofing around. And at one point he goes, so finally my wife said to me, it's either me or poker. And there was kind of a long pause, and I go, so what happened? He goes, I'm here, aren't I?
This sounds like a really entertaining guy. I don't blame him.
Yeah,
blame her for dumping him.
I'd spend a lifetime with that guy.
Well, Kostaki, are you on any of the dating sites?
I messed around with Tinder a little bit just as a social experiment. It's even worse than I thought it could be. It's awful.
Have you gone on any dates with any of these ladies?
Yeah, not from Tinder. I've met exactly no one from Tinder. On Tinder, like I finally matched with somebody, and then like 3 sentences in, I'm like, oh, this isn't a woman.
Oh, really?
This is like they want me to send Bitcoin. This is just some guy.
Man.
Dang it. It's just some guy in the Philippines. It's like a robot or AI or something. There's not a real communication happening,
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's awful.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. We were hoping.
That's fine.
We were hoping for some poker in the front, banger in the back. What is the joke?
I think it's liquor.
That's not
liquor,
liquor in the front.
You forgot the liquor, Tom.
Oh, sorry.
Don't forget that.
Okay.
Please don't.
Little Retsina wine for your Greek heritage.
Oh, yeah. Nice reference.
You ever had that stuff?
Tastes like
It's a
pine
little sweet
tar.
for my taste. Yeah.
Gas.
No, you're thinking of Ouzo.
Really?
Yeah, Ouzo's.
Yeah, Ouzo's
Ritzina
the
wine. Imagine what camel piss would taste like.
Nah, Ritzina's like sweet and not. I don't like it either. But
Okay. Well, Kostaki, once again, thank you very much. We'll look forward to the football season.
yeah, thanks guys. I'll talk to you soon.
See you, man.
Bye.
Coming up, we're going to have former police officer Mike Armstrong as our guest in the studio, I understand. And right now we return to the news desk with Kristi Lee.
Researchers studying the contents of ancient toilets uncovered in Jerusalem have found traces of disease-causing parasites.
The contents? Okay.
According to CNN, the 2,500-year-old latrines that would have belonged to elite households in the city were situated above a cesspool where scientists discovered the earliest known evidence of, is it Giardia something?
It's a jardinera, and they put it on hot dogs in Chicago. It's delicious.
Whatever it is, it's a parasite that causes diarrhea, abdominal cramps, and weight loss.
Yikes.
Lead study author.
How do you study that? What kind of a gig is that? What are you majoring in? Ancient toilets.
Dr. Piers Mitchell said dysentery is spread by feces contaminating drinking water or food, and we suspect it could have been a big problem in early cities of the ancient Near East due to overcrowding, heat and flies, and limited water available in the summer.
That's why the three wise men brought all those spices.
Frankincense and myrrh to cover the smell.
Cover the smell.
Ugh.
The ancient toilets.
I don't know much about dysentery, but in my day, there was a game called the Oregon Trail on the computer.
Oh, yeah.
And we got to play that in school a lot, and I was always dying of dysentery in that thing. So that's my knowledge of dysentery.
Easy to catch. Yeah, on that Oregon Trail.
You played that?
Everybody that went to school from a certain couple decades played it, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was fun. Teachers hung over. Let's play Oregon Trail. Hell yeah.
Okay. Give me the teaser, Kristi. What's coming up?
Well, we have Danish painters in the news from the night, and it's pretty interesting how they have turned to a very unique place for their supplies.
Okay.
We also have an 85-year-old man who was arrested for stealing condoms.
Oh, boy.
There's somebody at a senior living facility that's not happy. And a bear in the news today. Bear and cupcakes.
Also, we have a crime that involves salad.
Huh. The tossing of? Or
No.
spinning?
The stealing of.
Ah.
But right now, don't give your dad a salad for Father's Day, because what he wants is a steak.
Meat.
Steak. Tell me more, Josh.
That's exactly right. And Father's Day, my gosh, right around the corner. Get Dad what he really wants, Omaha steaks. Perfectly aged, always tender, just like Dad himself, and guaranteed delicious. The Father's Day experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy to put a smile on the big guy's face this summer with hand-selected Father's Day packages. Head over to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off your qualifying order. Packages may include fork tender, bacon-wrapped filet mignon, airless chilled boneless chicken breasts, jumbo franks, juicy burgers, and many more favorites. I made Omaha Steaks burgers yesterday on the grill. And I tell you what, you got to really not pay attention if you want these things to not be great and juicy. Like you have to really do something wrong to make them incorrectly. They are so good, and they are flavored just perfect. My gosh, it's not regular burger. I don't know what it's got to be steak.
Delicious.
Yes. Whether he's your father, father-in-law, or father figure, he's the guy who was always ready to step up when you needed him most. So, hey, this Father's Day, show him the love with the only gift that's as unforgettable as he, the mouth-watering perfection of Omaha Steaks. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off, an unforgettable gift guaranteed to make Dad's day. Because if there's one thing we know, it's that dads want steak. That's omahasteaks.com. Code BTS at checkout. Get yourself a package, too, while you're at it. Why the heck not?
Coming up, ex-cop Mike Armstrong, now a comedian. We'll look forward to talking to Mike in the studio. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob.
I'm trying. The nut roll.
Which is kind of like a payday, but it looks like it's about twice as
Very
big.
similar, but twice as big.
You like
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay, now,
Not bad.
I want to see if Chick can tell the difference.
We're doing a blind
okay.
taste test.
Tom's going to come over here and...
Okay, Chick, you have a blindfold on your head.
I do. It's not over my eyes yet, though.
No, you're the Karate Kid right now.
Oh.
What?
what I'm doing.
Can you, Chick, can you stand up and put your arms out and one leg up?
Why don't you talk into a mic?
Because I was showing the camera crew.
Okay.
There we are.
Is this on?
That one's on.
Yeah, it's on.
It won't seem to want to stay in the upright position here.
Because you're a boy.
Okay. I have these have been marked. One is the nut roll and one is the payday.
All right.
And Chick has been blindfolded.
Hi, how are you?
Okay. Here, Kristi.
See if we can tell the difference between.
We have the one. I'm going to get one of these.
Can I hold it?
Not yet.
Can I hold it by the nuts?
At random. At random. Okay. Now, open your mouth.
No, because you're going to do something.
I'm going to put one.
I want to hold it. No, you're not putting anything in my mouth I can't hold.
No, that's a payday, Chick. Trust me on that.
It's this.
It's one of the nut rolls. Is what I should say.
Well, okay. When I that made a queer. I'm going to start over now. So you're not going to know. I'm going to spin this around.
He's
and,
looking. All right.
I'm going to.
All right, what's going on? I can't see anything.
Okay. Now,
are you guys messing with me?
No.
Is he putting his penis on my head again?
No, he's not. Nothing,
are you sure?
Nothing of the sort.
All right.
Okay. Try that one.
What's so funny? What did I do? What happened?
No, seriously, holding your.
I want to know if you can tell the difference between the payday and the Pearsons.
Okay, which one is this? Just take it. Put your hand out.
Just put your hand out and take it now.
What is it?
It's either a Pearson's nut roll or a payday.
Which one?
It smells like a payday.
Well, take a bite of it.
Oh yeah, that might have a little cheese on it.
Which one do you think that is?
Did you rub this on your crotch?
No, even more. He put it in his pants.
It tastes familiar.
Which one do you think that is?
I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it to.
Okay, well now take that one.
Here's the second one.
I didn't really care for it, though.
You didn't like that one?
Take the second one.
I did take the second one. I'm still chewing the first one.
Let
me see the first one. Let me see.
Do you need a palate cleanser?
Hold that one up, Chick. Okay.
Do you need a palate cleanser?
Did you have this one on your butt? Did you put this on your butt?
No.
All right.
Do you want a palate cleanser or are you okay to go?
I'm okay to go.
Okay, this is the second one. Now, do you think that's a payday or is that the...
This one doesn't taste as salty.
That's probably because Kristi licked all the salt off of it.
Kristi had that in her mouth before I put it in my mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I licked it.
She licked all the salt off that one.
How is it?
So which one do you think that is? Do you want to do it again?
No.
Oh, yeah, you do. Come on.
We can do it. We can do it right. We really cheated the first time. I got to tell you.
Can you tell which one?
Okay.
I think the second one.
I'm opening these. I'm opening these live on the air.
Was the Petersons?
The second one.
Mm-hmm. And the first one was the payday.
Tom?
No.
No, you got it wrong.
I got it backwards?
Backwards, yeah.
Okay, now try it again. Here we go.
Which one's that?
Straight from the box. That was not. That was not in my crotch, and Kristi did not lick it.
Yeah.
When you say straight from the box, what does that mean?
I mean the
kind of
the
wrapper.
wrapper.
A little sardine-like.
Okay.
I'll be done.
No, I didn't touch
Do you like that one?
Uh-huh.
All right. This is the payday.
Okay, now try this one. Tell me what you think this is. This is straight from the wrapper. Is it the Pearsons or is it the payday?
That's a Pearson.
You got it right the second
That's
time.
right.
Hey.
Well, it was probably the crotch cheese and the licking that ruined the first test. So
Yeah.
it really wasn't scientific.
When you lick all the salt off it, it just isn't any fun anymore.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the show from now on blindfolded.
Well, unfortunately, we have to take off.
Hey, by the way, thanks for the paydays, Chick.
You're welcome.
Oh, you bought those?
Oh, yeah.
You did, huh?
Well, thanks.
$12 worth of candy bar. That's the kind of cash I got thrown out.
So, Bob, you enjoyed the Pearson's
I did, but
salted nut roll?
I have to admit, I like the payday better.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a break here. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Greg Hahn. You ever driven in a Corvette? What do you
I'm a little bit tall for the vet.
Are you really?
It's a
Right.
big car.
Yeah.
Put the seat back.
There's an idea.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4". Yeah. I got a huge SUV. I just look at the rear view thinking I got to get some friends. Rows and rows of seats, nobody in them. I just go from gas station to gas station.
Hey, want to ride?
Tell them about your 3-point plan for success, Greg.
What is that? Where I bought the car is too expensive?
Right.
My house is too expensive?
Right.
Knock up a fat girl. How about it?
Yes, sir. Mr.
Check me out.
Success. That's Greg Hahn.
Oh, yeah.
And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, "Hey, what gives?"
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and
I don't know how I stayed out of that, but I was glad I did.
I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, that was all right. Hello, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. What a mess. There's Kristi Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin. There's Shut Up. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Shut it. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee. Well done, Willie. And here's Tom Griswold.
Coming up, they drummed him out of the police academy or whatever. It'll be comedian Mike Armstrong. Right now, a couple quick things. We just talked with Kostaki Economopoulos. Once again, he's going to be at Comedy Key West June 24th, because June's just around the corner.
He's going to get him a 6-toed cat.
While I'm at it, the Caravan in Louisville, it'll be Greg Hahn and Willie, Thursday, June 15th through June 17th. That is the Caravan, formerly the Comedy Caravan. In a brilliant marketing move, they took the word comedy out of the title.
I may have something to do with
that. Was it after your last show? Greg Warren, who, by the way, had a nice write-up in the New York Times over the weekend.
Which I'm sure he paid for.
And a big recommendation.
Sponsored.
I knew that was going to break through that cloud that's over your head. And you said New York Times. I knew you were going to mention that.
It's great.
I knew it.
It's so great that they mentioned Greg's comedy show. It's called The Salesman, and it's on YouTube.
It doesn't mention what a jerk he is.
I think Josh is right. He paid lock, stock, and barrel for it.
He got it in there because he does so well on the New York Times.
$10,000.
Oh,
that's what it was. Greg, Tuesday, June 6th through Saturday, June 10th at the Comedy Cabana.
Oh, how about that?
It's the Copa of Comedy. It's in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And Reno Collier's Saturday, June 17th at the Virginia Theater in Somerset, Kentucky. That's just some of the great shows on the way. Now, we return to the news desk with Kristi Lee.
Hey, police arrested an 85-year-old man for allegedly stealing condoms from a convenience store.
Nothing for me today, thanks.
I guess it's Chifu City, Japan, said the man named Mr. Ko.
Did you just sneeze?
What's the name of the city?
Gifu.
Oh, well.
No, that's Jaffa.
Terrible way to talk to the military.
And the horse you rode in on.
Jaffa.
No, we've learned it's Fu.
Jaffa.
Chifu City. Mr. Ko Sasaki took 2 packs of condoms worth about $14 and tried to leave without paying. Japan
First of
Today
all, the guy's
reports.
85 years old and he took 2? Yeah. This is confidence.
Yes.
That's like
2
Jimmy
packages.
Carter getting a vasectomy. I mean, come on.
Hey, you know, old people can get STDs too. Japan Today reports the store manager saw the octogenarian pocket the prophylactics and detained him until police arrived.
Just let him have them.
Do you suppose he was just embarrassed?
Maybe. Or he
Embarrassed
went,
to
you know
buy
what, I'm
them?
85. I've earned these.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just wondering if he was embarrassed to pay for condoms. It's always kind of embarrassing.
Why would he be embarrassed? If you're 85, you should be embarrassed.
85-year-old men don't care about anything.
Exactly.
They're like, hey.
I'd be embarrassed buying diapers. If I was buying condoms at 85, I'd be like, hey, check
Yeah, look
me
at
out,
this.
everybody. Look what I'm getting.
Yeah.
What if he's getting both?
Diapers and condoms?
Like the adult. Yikes, she's in for a treat.
My candy's not the only thing that's hard, baby. Hey.
So you're embarrassed to buy condoms? Well, that explains 7 kids.
I'm just wondering. I mean,
No.
Why else would he steal them?
Because he's an old chick. You want to take this?
Old people steal,
Thank
Tom.
you.
Wake up. They steal condiments, condoms, batteries, anything. If it's not nailed down, someone over 75 is taken it.
In their bag.
I can't wait.
This is mine.
You try to arrest me when I'm going to be... I tell you what, there's no way.
If you were the clerk and the guy came through with a thing of adult diapers and a thing of condoms, so you're going to come and go at the same time.
You know, of all
Never coming back here.
Of all the jokes that have ever been, that come and go thing just irks the out of me. I hate it.
This case,
come and go.
This case, it jerked the. I'm so sorry.
A Georgia woman is accused of breaking into a restaurant to make herself a salad.
Thick Georgia woman.
According to an arrest report, the woman, a Miss Callie Elizabeth.
Oh, half cat. Huh?
Her last name is Thweatt. Thweatt?
Thweatt? Or Thwat?
Thweatt.
Did Mike Tyson...
excuse me, are you Thwat?
Right. By the way...
You don't sweat so much for a fat girl.
Ms. Callie entered the kitchen at Harvest Moon Cafe in Floyd County after it was closed. She allegedly opened a food cooler and made herself a sandwich. As she did so,
Hey, where's that food cooler?
she touched multiple food items with her bare
sure
hands.
I'm hungry. I could eat.
Forcing the restaurant to toss the food away. The report states the woman ruined about $500 worth of food, and she was arrested on charges of theft by taking.
Well, what else? What other theft is there?
So did she make herself a sandwich and a salad, or she must
By the
have?
way, the weird thing about this is...
Theft by taking?
This woman is gorgeous.
Sure.
What's that got to do with
You just assumed she was huge, didn't you? Because of the food thing.
He just assumes
she was making a salad. So if she'd been stealing pizza,
could have been taco salad.
Mrs. Happy Humphrey.
You are really something. You do this a lot.
Look at this.
Well, this woman's beautiful.
Look at this picture, Kristi. She's a knockout.
She opened a food cooler and made herself a sandwich.
Who breaks into a restaurant though to make a salad? There has to be more to this story. She must know some people there or something.
Yeah,
she's
she
too
must.
beautiful to do anything wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Sir.
Pretty people don't make mistakes.
Goodness gracious.
He never gives anyone the benefit of the doubt.
No.
But if the hot, skinny lady, they can do no wrong.
That's right.
Again,
it's a fat, filthy woman. Lock her up. Good Lord, lock her up.
Death penalty.
Hey, Chuckles, you want to Chuckles, you want to deep fry that salad? No, what
Good Lord, Tubby.
Was she high? Who? Just seems so weird.
She just has no manners.
Yeah.
No, but she breaks. I don't know.
She went to the food cooler and touched everything, so they had to throw it all away.
Okay, and Josh, let's just say you had to break into a restaurant.
Yeah.
To make something. Well, what restaurant? What would you make?
Oh my gosh.
Pancakes. Go
really?
Pancakes.
Yeah. No, I'd want to make something I've never made before.
Like, what do you mean?
Wait a second. Everybody stop.
Oh, here we go.
A light salad.
175.
There's the punchline.
No, I've been 175. I was in 6th grade.
There's the joke.
Man, this is a rough crowd today.
You're just all superior, aren't you?
Kristi?
Yes?
You got married last week.
Yeah, we could go today. Happy anniversary.
In a fever.
Aw.
Did you have a wedding cake?
I did.
Did you eat a piece of it?
Did you hear?
No, I didn't hear anything.
I don't want to talk about
it.
this.
We weren't
invited. This pisses me off.
Well, it pissed Willie off. Do you remember when Al Jackson's mom got married recently?
Yeah.
And they had carrot cake as their wedding cake. We had carrot cake.
Yeah, but that's Andy's favorite, right?
Yes.
Your
Andy
husband's?
requested that.
Well, then
he's the man.
Yes. He signed the check, didn't he?
He's the one who pays for everything.
No,
You
I
paid for
bought
this?
the cake.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I bought the cake.
I doubt it. Well, listen, trust me, he's paying somewhere.
Plenty.
Oh, he's paying through the nose.
We were talking about this.
No, we had a carrot cake.
There's a couple traditions I can't stand at weddings. One of them is shoving the cake into the face of the bride. He didn't do that, did
No,
he?
we didn't do that. I have a picture. We just like.
He rubbed it on her boobs.
No.
Josh, you're already in timeout for the joke about the poor little boy, so stop it.
Oh, the dying one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's unbelievable.
Hey, you You know me.
Who's the one that wanted to give
me.
We do.
Who's the one that wanted to give a vasectomy to President Carter in the hospice?
That was Chick.
No. Oh, did I say vasectomy for President Carter?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
That'd be a little rough.
Wait,
Are you?
Well, he has hope.
Are you medicating him? No. We're. This isn't palliative care. We're giving the former president a vasectomy.
You know his past. Guy knows a lot about nuts, right?
And I did have some carrot cake, and it was wonderful.
I bet it was delicious.
It was
nice
very
cream
good.
cheese.
Did you scrape the frosting off?
No.
Okay, good for you.
Did you wash it down with fine champagne?
So, yeah, I see what you're saying, Tom. She enjoyed the full sugar-loaded.
I didn't eat a whole
Kristi's
piece.
famous for eating half a cookie while she.
I didn't eat a whole piece
Did you
of cake.
what do you guys freeze the top or
We
something?
only had one layer. I didn't do that.
Well, it's doomed then.
Yeah.
There has to be many layers in it.
I did everything backwards this time.
So again, why does a beautiful young woman like this break into a place to make a sound?
The world's a funny place, isn't it, Tom?
No, you do the same things if we have a female comedian. Well, you're pretty. Instead, Kosaki's a good-looking guy.
And if you talk to any female comedian, they love that.
Yeah. Almost as much as they love being referred to as a comedian.
All right, your first female comedian tonight.
Wow, look at
do this now?
I saw who was
Might as well put teats on a board.
Who was the woman that opened for Mike Birbiglia?
Ariel Elias, I believe is her name.
She's great. Originally from Kentucky. Hilarious.
There's our cake.
There's your cake.
On a nice black and white checkered cake platter.
Oh, that's very
with the
nice.
theme.
That's really
very nice. Did you cut it or does he? Do you do
No,
it
we
together?
cut it together. I have the video if you'd like to see it. It's pretty exciting.
During the break, we can
watch it on the weekend.
Right?
Pat, lucked out once today. Don't push it. All right. Kristi could tear you apart. We all know it.
No.
Oh, are you
break
kidding?
his back.
You ever smacked a man in the face?
No, boy, I'd like to.
Oh. Me? Have you ever wanted to slap me?
No,
I
not
will.
you.
I'm in. Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Mike Armstrong, former police officer. Mike is actually on his way to Mason City, Illinois for some shows coming up this Friday and Saturday. It's Mason City Limits in Mason City, Illinois. Also, coming up, we have, this is a word I can never get right, foie gras.
You got it right. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was modesty.
That was progress.
The answer,
humbleness.
The answer is reasonable. And also an update on Saturn's rings.
Yeah.
In the news. This is so cool. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
I tell you, I am single now. This came up. We'll talk about it more later. I'm sorry. You're not going to be able to stop me. It's come out. But I tell you this much right now. I am trying to talk to girls. Yeah. And I'm young. I can talk to young girls. You ever looked at a young girl? They're great. They're great.
Yeah. Sure.
You ever talk to one? It's like torture. It's like having a conversation with a baby, except babies don't have dumb ideas yet. It's like if my nephew all of a sudden was misinformed about politics and had dumb dog stories. It'd be like I was on a date with him. They don't even know what to say, but I'll get to the naked picture in a second. I was talking to a girl. We were at a pool, a place that has pool tables. I go, hey, do you play pool? And she goes, I had sex on a pool table once. Oh, wow. That's a weird way to say you don't play pool. I don't even know how to respond. Was it a league? What is that? How do I go to that? I'm glad I didn't ask if she played ping pong.
Yeah.
But that pictures thing.
Yeah, you got to be careful who you send naked pictures
With
to.
these young chicks, they'll send naked pictures.
Yeah.
You can do it.
You
You don't even have to. I was just texting back and forth with a girl, and she's like, hey, I like you or whatever. And you want to see some good pictures? Hey, yeah, semicolon, close parenthesis, I do. And then she sends a few of them. And I'm like, hey, these are hot.
Yeah.
And then she's got short hair in one and long hair in the other. They just keep them on file like W-2s. From now on, send me your boobs and today's newspaper. I want to feel special.
See 'em with today's headlines. Yeah.
You want to know that they're fresh.
If you want to create a sex act of some sort. Because there's a whole bunch of them.
They're
out
kind
there.
of internet sex acts.
Yeah.
I don't think they really are sex acts.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone out
don't do
there
that.
with doing the dirty Sanchez.
I'm enjoying that they are.
What is it?
Might be out there
What
too
is it?
much.
The Puerto Rican taco punch. What is it again?
That's a good one. Why don't you add that in there?
What's
Puerto Rican.
No, Bob's got the song. Bob did all the research.
There's a lot.
Bob got his Nobel on this song.
The Alabama Hot Pocket.
The Alabama Hot Pocket.
Shanghai Surprise.
My favorite. So when I found out what it was, I really thought about pulling it from the song. It's so disgusting.
Oh, I don't want to
With the Alabama Hot Pocket?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's not good.
But do you remember the formula here? You take the city you were born in, and then, Chick, what do you add?
Your favorite kitchen utensil?
Or candy bar.
Or candy bar,
I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Dear Bob and Tom, I was born in Walnut Creek, California. Sounds like a great place.
It is.
As a kid, my favorite candy was Fun Dip.
Oh, yeah. Fun Dip.
The Walnut Creek Fun Dip.
I don't know what those are.
It's like a stick, and it comes with a powder, and you stick the
like
candy
Pixie
stick.
Sticks, only.
Well, no, it's like a popsicle.
Oh, and the stick is made out of sugar.
Yes, and you lick it and lick it in.
Oh boy,
you lick it.
I'm sorry, Freud's in the phone.
They heard that.
I'm sorry. Freud was calling. Dr. Freud.
Media company granted the AP exclusive access to the panelists and their pre-B meeting. The only stipulation, the AP would not reveal words unless they were cut from the list. The spelling bee getting underway again just a few days from now. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Kristi, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show, and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
You know, when Esther and I had a big family, we hardly had any time for ourselves, you know. If I could ever just get through the newspaper one time without the kids interrupting, it was a miracle. They always wanted to go somewhere and do something. Well, of course, they're all grown up now, and Esther's dead. I just wish they'd call, just every now and then, just pick up the phone and say, "Hi, Granddad. How are you?" And, well, they never call anymore. In fact, they never come by. I just like to see my little daughter, Lucy. Sometimes she just brings the kids over. And Tommy, my son, he never comes over. Heck, I'm just sitting here all alone, waiting for the phone to ring. The mail never comes. I never get any mail. Nobody ever calls me. It's just a terrible thing. That's the way it is, I guess. I'll just keep watching these old soap operas and hope that things get better.
The telephone. When it rings, answer it.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Nick Griffin's our guest. I'm glad that it. I'm glad everything's okay now. Yeah.
Now, are you dating at all? Do you see anyone? Are you?
No, I don't. I mean, I tried. You know, they're doing that internet dating, which.
Have you tried that?
I have tried it, yeah, but I just don't. I don't see a future in it because there's no story if you do get married with your kids. You know, I was checking the box score and then I double clicked on your mom's head.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan.
I have to go and, well, I just had a...
So
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Cut that out. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold. He's still here? Yep, that's him. There's
Yeah.
Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here is Tom Griswold with our special
Hey,
guest.
I'm here too.
Mike, we do this in a order, and there's a formula, so shut it up. Tom?
Yeah.
There's a new sheriff in town, Shorty. Go ahead, Tom.
We're going to have to, this is going to be a long one,
Yeah,
Tom.
we're going to do this. You're going to need more than 2 floors. Okay.
I'm not sure what that means,
Go
but
ahead,
I like
Tom.
that. I do. We have comedian Mike Armstrong has joined us
You
in the
say
studio from the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Ladies and gentlemen, I say that to irritate Chick.
It's the Commonwealth.
Well, Chick,
What do you want it to
you
be?
had
It's
grasped
more than a state.
any history. And
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Got to go past 6th grade, chick.
Let's
You'll
see,
learn
an
it all.
hour. Well, no, 55 minutes. 52 minutes.
Mr. Armstrong is a resident of Georgetown, Kentucky.
Yeah, if you ever want to see a cow up close, come on out, man.
That's a beautiful country there.
Yes, it
right
is.
near Lexington.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Beautiful place. But
That's
you're
Harse country, isn't it?
Arse?
Yeah. A lot of
Yeah,
Harsies.
a lot of them.
Yeah.
okay.
They're right next door. I smell them every morning.
Mike will be at Mason City limits in Mason City, Illinois.
Sure.
Clarify. There's more than one Mason City. You don't want to go
There's one in Iowa.
all the way to Iowa, and then Mike's not there. I mean,
Yeah, I won't be there.
That'll be Friday and Saturday. That's where Chick will be.
Hang on a second. Maybe
Buried in the cornfield if he keeps going.
You might want to check who is at Mason City, Iowa. You might want to check that out.
Okay.
Mike just threatened to bury buried chick in a cornfield.
Bring it, pal. Let's do this.
There we go.
This Friday and Saturday. While I'm at it,
Whatever you want.
Mr. Armstrong will be entering the great state of Michigan Friday, June 9th at the Inn at Harbor Shores in St. Joseph, Michigan, and then Saturday evening, the Crossroad Conference Center in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Cool.
Sound like some great gigs. By the way, Donnie Baker this Friday at the Robbins Theater in Warren, Ohio, and Saturday, the Performing Arts Center in Newton, North Carolina. I know they understand the idea of performing arts, and they're having Donnie there. Okay, good. That's very nice.
It's a way to sell tickets.
Now, Mike, you're a former police officer. We're familiar with your background.
I actually married a cop.
Is she currently a police officer?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, this is the most recent wife.
Yeah. The first one. Anyway, this one, she gets me. This one gets me because she's probably more demented than I am.
Oh.
Like, for my birthday, she bought me a bracelet. It said, "Do not resuscitate." She's a lot younger than me, too.
Nice.
I'm 70 and she's 42, but I get along with her parents great. They respect their elders.
You're not laughing, are you, Tom?
I'm not laughing at that.
Yeah, me and Tom goes to Florida.
Yeah,
they think we live there.
I'm comparing x-rays of my knees with Kelly's dad.
We just yell bingo every once in a while. I hate tourists. Oh, he lives here.
Now, I'm glad that it's working out.
Oh, yeah. I wished I was me.
Well, good.
That's how good it is. You know, people go, are you happy? And I go, yes. I'm just like, I never believed in that best friend thing until I married her.
Oh, that's very nice.
Because me and her, we wake up, we laugh all the time. We got the same demented sense of humor. We had a guy come in. He was moving. I didn't even know who he was. He knocked on the door. Hey, I'm moving. My wife went to get rid of him. So she's making a cake, and she yells, "Mike, I'm making a cake. Where's the arsenic?" Then I went, "Check your cup." And he left.
Sure.
Check your cup.
No, but that's the way we are.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad it's working out. Any more kids on the way?
No. God, I'm 70.
No, but how old is she?
My oldest one's 51.
Oh, wow.
And my youngest is 31.
Okay.
and then there's a whole bunch in the middle.
One of those confusing.
Boy, you guys sound a lot alike.
Confusing family reunion.
My granddaughter, the oldest one's like 20.
Wow.
So, you know, me and her hang around together. And since my wife's so young, I'll call my oldest daughter and go, "Hey, I'm leaving town. You want to babysit?" My dad lived to be 100.
Oh,
really?
So,
wow.
Yeah. Then he was dating some 85-year-old gold digger for a while. Come wheeling in a brand new wheelchair electric, and I said, "We got to talk about this. This is wrong."
That's our money.
Now, we do have Kristi Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. We haven't covered everything. We did tease a couple of stories I find quite interesting. Kristi, you want to go ahead?
Well, how about this one? A government official in India has been suspended after he ordered a water reservoir to be drained so he could retrieve his smartphone. The Times of India newspaper reports that food inspector Mr. Rajesh Vishwa
That's really good.
Cold potato soup.
That's really good soup. Yeah, I'd like the Rajesh Vishwa.
dropped his Samsung.
Comes with a cell phone in it.
He dropped his smartphone, his Samsung smartphone, in the Kurkata Dam while taking a selfie. He first asked local divers to jump into the reservoir to find the device, claiming it contained sensitive government data. After initial retrieval efforts failed, he asked for the reservoir to be emptied using diesel pumps. The smartphone was eventually retrieved, but waterlogged. Authorities later suspended Vishwa after he was widely criticized for wasting water resources.
Hey, mind your own damn business. It's a reservoir.
500,000 gallons of water was pumped from the reservoir. Man.
There must have been some really nice D-pics on that or something.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
Don't they have the cloud?
Apparently not.
And I'm sure in this rural India area, the food inspector, okay, less than 100 flies. that sausage pizza's okay. Next.
I see.
Could be a lovely area. You don't know.
I'm sure. I'd like to water ski on Lake Vishwa, whatever the hell.
Chick, you've always claimed that if you were a government official, this is exactly the sort of behavior you would...
That's exactly right.
I think it's nice to know that politicians all over the world act selfishly, and draining thousands and thousands of gallons of water needed to grow crops.
Chris Christie marked off that part of the Jersey Shore just for him and his family. That's what I do, by God.
What a nice vacation for him.
I'm the governor. You want to do this? You run for governor.
Okay? You become governor.
Yeah, I'll close the bridge. Not going to have traffic on the way there, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Now, in India, if you do drop your phone in the water, do you put it in a bag of curry?
No, because I'm afraid it smells.
They have rice.
Basmati rice.
Yeah, rice is a staple. Indian food.
They have rice over there?
Yes.
Oh, delicious. I had no idea.
Oh, there's so much you don't have any idea of.
This guy's a monster. They've got this important reservoir water, and he drains it for his phone.
Well, like you said, he may have had some important info on it.
I bet he had photographs that if they were released would cause trouble with Mrs. Vishnu.
Man,
Mrs. Vishnu.
Kristi, what else is going on?
Next.
You know what else is going
Any
on?
more Indian
What's
people with
going on,
French
Chick?
names?
Let me tell you about Raycon earbuds, Tom. That's where we should be. Let's face it, coffee start at $5 right now. You need, when you're buying things, to be savvy. Willie, spell savvy for me.
S-A-V-V-Y.
That's exactly right. That's where Raycon wireless earbuds come in. Raycon's mission is to prove that you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg.
Yeah, he's one of Spain's finest
for quality sound and essential smart tech listening features.
I got a Raycon story for you.
With a Raycon story, here's Tom.
I lost my charging cord for my Raycons, so I had to go back to use the other kind.
Oh.
The ones that came with the phone, and which they constantly turn off. They fall out of your ears. They never couple. They disconnect.
Yeah.
The Raycons, they connect instantly. They never fall out. They are by far the best, and they're half the price of those other white ones. You know what I'm talking about.
This story's common. You know that. Everybody's
The
saying
Raycons are the best.
And Raycons, you can get a pair and a spare and still pay less than you would for the earbuds Tom's talking about. They have buy now, pay later options with Raycon. They have an easy and free return guarantee, and they offer free domestic shipping and flat fee international shipping. And over 50,000, and I think it's more, 5-star reviews. 8 hours of playback, crystal clear call quality, and water and sweat resistant. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order. Already low price. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. Now, when we come back, we'll hang out with comedian Mike Armstrong. We have a couple more news items, and I think one more song coming out of Mr. Godwin. Is that correct?
Sure.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yes.
Oh, what do you
well,
got
you know,
over there?
I tell you, it's here's the thing. It turns out these big old studios and streaming services have decided they don't want to pay their people that have made them so much money.
Oh boy, here comes the
and
whining.
so, shut your mouth. You shut your dirty mouth. One of these days, you might write a screenplay. We're doing this for you. But anyway, we've had it, and we're not going to take it anymore because, I mean, otherwise, what are you guys going to do when you get off work? What do? You go home and you stream all this stuff, right? So you can see us beautiful actors and writers.
That's right.
But they ain't going to be around until we get a fair deal. So Dino and I wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here you go.
All right.
Oh, my name is Drew Powell. I'm a star in Hollywood. But things are dark in Tinseltown, and it ain't looking good. The writers on strike, trying to get fair pay. Nobody's writing nothing, so I don't know what to say. I got the blues, oh, down. I got them writers strike blues, yeah. From the top of my head down to the bottom of my socks or feet. See what I need? Actors, we need scripts just like flowers need whatever they need. And I need to get back to work because I got a family to feed. All you networks and studios, sit down and make a deal. Things are gonna get ugly if I have to miss a meal. Lord, I'm down. I'm hungry, guys. I'm hungry. I got them writers strike blues. Duke, y'all better take a solo, because I'm just about to blow a fuse, you know what I'm saying? You know, I think it's time for Netflix chill. I think Netflix, y'all gotta chill. Come on, Warner Brothers. Help a brother out. Hey, Amazon, it's prime time to make a deal. Pay your fair share. Nice. Yo, Disney, tell Mickey Mouse to slice off a little piece of cheese for these writers. I'm mad, you hear me? Duke, I'm mad. Keep playing the blues, boy. I'm so mad, I'm screaming. All right, here we go. We're going to bring it home now. You ready? But I'm down. I got them writers strike blues. WGA solidarity, brothers and sisters. United we win. But stay divided and we won't win. See what I'm talking about? I don't understand. I need some help. I got the blues, man. Freaking pay them. Pay the people. I need a job.
Thank you, Aaron Brockovich. Drew Powell, all the way from Hollywood. That's a great song.
Hilarious.
Hey, we told the Japanese they didn't need to bring anything, but apparently they wanted to surprise us again. I don't get it, France. How could you be that unprepared for the Germans? I knew they were up to no good when even during World War I, they were calling it World War I.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
that's a
it's
heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
Never the corpse.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick, did you have a nice Memorial Day weekend?
Shut it up. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning, Mr. McGee.
I'm Chick McGee, and there's Tom Griswold with our special guest. Tommy.
Very much. We have comedian Mike Armstrong here. Mike mentioned the fact that he has gotten married again, remarried, and that leads to a quick question for Kristi Lee.
Yes.
Kristi, you got married
A week ago today.
a week ago today.
Mhm.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Made it a week.
And you got married.
Well, I had the under.
That's not where
What
I was
I owe you,
going.
Chick?
We were talking about the
12
wedding. You had a very small wedding. But None of
Yes.
us were there.
Well,
You-
she's a small person.
and, where I'll eventually get
Have
to
a
my
giant
question.
wedding.
You had.
What's your question, Tom?
Well, you had a carrot cake.
I did.
Instead of champagne, since you did this at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Oh, we had champagne. I'm not.
Oh, you didn't do milk?
No.
Well,
Oh, I see where you're going.
I think the Dairy Association is going to be very upset. You probably could have gotten free milk out of this deal, just like Joseph Newgarden,
Right.
poured it all over your face.
Yeah. No. we did
Wallowed
not.
in the beauty of winning. No.
What kind of milk did Joseph Newgarden go with?
I don't.
Was it the
I
buttermilk?
think over and above, it's like 2%, I think. 2%.
Was it
white.
2%?
A couple had chocolate, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I can't remember.
Some
Yeah.
people still go for the old school buttermilk.
Yeah.
No.
I think there was
Yeah,
one.
there was one within the last
I think so.
5 or 6 years.
Whatever his name is right.
Then your
Yeah.
racing suit gets flies everywhere.
Yeah.
Really hot.
I've never had buttermilk, Tom. Have you?
Oh, yeah, I have.
I haven't.
Cornbread.
I was going to say
Put
buttermilk
cornbread in
biscuits,
it.
isn't that a thing? So
Well,
it's probably-
sure.
Yes.
You're telling me this. You're telling
If
me.
we were
Here's a
asking,
glass of biscuits.
if we were asking
think
our
that-
buttermilk biscuits a
I
thing,
imagine if I looked
weren't.
around, I would say if anybody in this room knows their way around biscuits, it would certainly be Josh. But does you have a cat named Biscuits?
I do. Look, I appreciate you trying to walk back the fat comments by mentioning my pets. Yeah, my cat's Gravy, and her sister, his
My
name is...
cat's named Gravy. That's a
Has to
great
be
conversation
great,
starter.
great late at night. He's walking down the street trying to find his cat, yelling out, "Gravy, gravy!"
Go to bed, Arnold.
Come on in, kids. You must
We
be
ain't got
drunk.
any.
So you toasted with champagne, not with milk.
Correct.
Okay. Well, for your anniversary, can you do like a milk toast, if you will?
It'll make you happy. I have one of those I have one of the Indy 500 milk bottles that they use.
Yeah, tell me all about it. Yeah.
Was I talking to
No,
you?
you weren't. And
I apologize. We were talking. We had this story. We had this story about this gorgeous woman who broke into a restaurant.
Oh my God.
Yeah, really good-looking babe, right?
Yeah.
She
Therefore, she was framed.
she broke into a restaurant and made herself a salad, which seems there's got to be more to this story. It seems so.
No,
weird.
hot people are entitled. She probably thought she could just walk in there, do whatever she wanted, walk out, no big deal.
Because I'm beautiful.
What do you think the more is, Tom? Drugs?
I don't know.
Where did it take place?
Maybe
Georgia.
the Harvest Moon Cafe in Floyd County, Georgia.
Is she blonde?
No.
No, brunette.
She's very smoky, dark hair.
No, no.
Well, that's why she walked in, Tom.
No, I asked,
doors open.
I asked the question. I mean, if you're going to break into a restaurant, would you at least like break into a steakhouse or something, and you could go.
Maybe
to
she
all that
wanted
trouble.
a salad. People do like
it
salads.
It reminded me of something. Josh was complaining a couple years ago. I'll run this by you, Mike Armstrong, innocent bystander. Josh complained about the fact that Chinese restaurants have lousy desserts.
Yeah,
Well,
Chinese
they have
buffet.
lousy food.
You don't like Chinese food? Are you nuts?
You look, every now and again, you get a bad Chinese
kind of
buffet.
rare.
Sure. Well, a lot of them go with it's quantity over quality,
But you claim that the Chinese buffet is a crappy dessert.
for the most part, they're terrible.
And you've got this labor-intensive, very hard to make food. It's delicious, and then then just get in the car and go to Dairy Queen.
No, it should all be included in the buffet. Now, the best desserts that a Chinese buffet can have is the pudding, because it's you can't mess up pudding.
Right.
I satisfy my sweet tooth with sweet and sour sauce and a little crab rangoon, my friend.
I mean, those are almost a dessert.
They're so close to being a dessert.
Yeah, they're like cheesecake.
Yeah.
Like cream cheese frosting. It's delicious.
So, Josh, would you break into a Chinese restaurant and prepare a quality dessert and leave it for them to?
I would not. What I would recommend is that they just get better at baking their desserts. Have you ever tried like a cookie or a little piece of cake on those Chinese buffets?
Terrible.
Now,
I'd
Tom,
rather have communion wafers.
see how you've upset him? Will you
he's
stop
pretty
it?
Okay.
intense about
Let's continue our travels to Asia, because we
Have
have.
you ever tried the ice cream? It's all grain, icy and
It's sandy.
Sandy, yes.
Again,
Do you like mochi? The Japanese dessert, the ice cream and the rice paper thing, that's delicious.
No.
I don't think I've had it.
It's great. I'll get you some.
Nope.
Let's continue our continuing our tour of Asia. We had the guy that was the politician. No, he was
He's in India.
He's the food inspector in India.
What are you talking about?
Rajesh. His name is Rajesh Vishwa, and once again, we all enjoy a nice cold
Vishwa.
potato soup. Rajesh Vishwa, and he was at the Calcutta Dam, and it was taking a selfie. Dropped his phone in, then he had them drain the reservoir
500,000 gallons of water.
in order to get his phone, which turned out to not. But I was trying to think. The phone had been underwater for quite some time. And Pat, don't you do an impression of this man's voicemail?
Oh, his voicemail, yeah.
Yeah.
Underwater, you see.
I can't hear the accent.
Was that the beep?
I can't hear the accent.
Pat, I have a challenge for you. This is that man's voicemail as the water is draining.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
You can leave my
There's like a little Doppler effect in there too. That was
Very
great.
well done.
Where's the accent?
And you didn't want to go back to Asia for our tour. Okay, Kristi, what else have you got over there?
Well, Danish painters in the 19th century may have turned to an unusual source for some of their supplies, breweries. Researchers examined paintings from the Danish Golden Age and found traces of yeast and grains. According to the journal Science Advances, painters were turning to byproducts from local breweries to prepare their canvases.
This happens. Coffee, wine, those have all been used as art.
Oh.
To color to add the pigment, you add that sort of thing?
Why, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
especially coffee.
I was reading about this, and I stumbled on this. When it comes to ancient civilizations, archaeologists are saying that humans first used cereal to make beer, not bread. That's how popular beer is. In the Journal of Archaeological Science, researchers found tools in the graveyard of the ancient Natufian people.
What makes you laugh about that?
Natufian.
It may be pronounced Natufian. Either way, it's pretty funny. Hey, you got no teeth. That's because I'm Natufian.
Hey, you want this taffy? No Tufian.
Now, they found this in, these scientists were in Israel, and I was speculating, but I can imagine. You see how the significance, they're making beer before they're making bread.
This doesn't, well, no,
No.
When was this?
This was 13,000 years ago.
Huh.
In what is now Israel, and I know the name of the beer.
What was it?
Nagila.
As in,
there's no
have a Nagila?
Their slogan was "Have a Nagila."
Yeah.
Offensive to many?
Yeah.
Unfunny to all.
I heard that's the new tagline for our show.
You don't think that's interesting that they made beer before they made bread? I thought that was fascinating.
I don't necessarily believe it.
I don't believe that either.
No, I've heard that before, actually.
But
I've heard that.
It makes sense.
Because you can't get drunk on bread. See?
And they probably got drunk and they go, man, I'm hungry. Let's make a sandwich. So they had to get the bread involved then.
No,
Oh,
scientists say
it's starting to make
in the craft beer section 13,000 years ago, they found beard oil and tattoos.
Damn hipsters.
Mike, are you a beer drinker?
No.
No?
Never liked it. It's bitter to me.
Yeah, I can get. I like it. I enjoy it, though.
Do you drink alcohol to excess?
I don't drink at all.
That's okay. That's what I
just
thought.
never liked the taste of it. It's really weird.
Now, Kentucky does not have the legal marijuana. Is that correct?
No.
Because you
But I
think
wish they would.
with the incredible soil they have there for growing tobacco.
It's '1 crop, but it's illegal. We still do it.
Are the
we still say revenue, so
are the big marijuana companies buying up the tobacco farms just in case they pull the trigger on that?
No, we just do it in the backwoods.
Oh, okay, all right.
Just don't go in there unless your last name's Armstrong or whatever.
Oh, really?
You got your own.
They'll kill you.
They'll kill you.
They don't care if you're a Fed or whatever. They, you know.
Okay, well, it's like Chinatown. Remember
These are hillbillies, man.
I remember the end of Chinatown. What?
Sister, mother.
Please don't
Well,
stop
sure, but
referring to that. Just a glance at that movie. It's troubling.
Okay.
That's
meant to
one
be
where he got his
disturbing.
tongue cut off.
I never saw that film.
Oh,
it was a great film.
You're convinced Jack Nicholson gets his nostril slit.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that was the other one.
It's great. Now, Kristi, what else have you got over there?
The Supreme Court said it will not get involved in a dispute over a California animal cruelty law that prohibits foie gras from being sold in the state.
I hope one of the justices, I hope we don't want to get involved. We just don't want to get involved.
The
Leave us
law
alone.
states a product may not be sold in California if it is the result of force feeding a bird for the purpose of enlarging the bird's liver beyond normal size.
This is pretty awful.
The Supreme Court's decision.
This is absolutely They know how much they can feed them and how big the liver can get before the duck explodes.
The
or
Supreme
goose or
Court's
whatever it is.
Doesn't it seem unusually cruel?
Yes.
Not to step in means the law is upheld, so they can't do it in California.
Good.
Foie gras is made, of course, from the enlarged livers of force-fed ducks and geese.
Do rich Hollywood people who, are snorting coke off the gluteal clefts of
drinking the blood?
That's a nice way to put it.
Are they getting like underground foie gras?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Gwyneth Paltrow has a guy.
Yeah.
She calls him. She meets him in the parking lot of a Papa John's. She flashes his lights twice.
What's the difference between this and raising chickens for chicken wings? It's really not that big of a difference.
Yeah, it is.
No.
No, they force feed the chickens.
They don't, I'm sure they're these ducks and geese. Ducks and geese are duck and geese machines. They make more. It's fine.
We're not running out of them. Go to any bar. They're hanging out.
That's why people don't like people.
We got to stop attributing human. They don't know that they're.
I once had foie gras made from carrier pigeons.
I bet it was delicious.
It was delightful. No, this just seems unusually cool. Have you ever had foie gras?
I bet I'd love it. I love all.
I have not.
I love pate. And
Duck
liver.
pate.
I love it.
I got a
Liver
guy.
pate.
You have a guy?
Yeah, got to know the code.
Oh, okay.
U.S. Customs
Duck goose is the code.
Very funny.
U.S. Customs agricultural specialists intercepted 2 giant African snails at Kentucky's Louisville port of entry. The live snails were discovered at an express consignment facility.
What are they for?
During an inspection of a parcel arriving from Germany. While intended for direct consumption, the snails pose significant health risks to humans and the environment and are considered an invasive species. The snails were seized for further analysis.
Do they have like snail-sniffing dogs? Hey,
They're not going to outrun
Bring
you.
Duffy over here again. There may be snails in here. He doesn't have a lot to do. So technically, this is awful.
Well, this is going to be. If you're saying that.
Stand back. Technically, this was snail mail.
Mike, you don't have to laugh.
No, that was funny.
I think he loved it. He was
See,
having
y'all
fun.
don't appreciate good comment.
So these snails were being imported to eat?
Yeah. You never had
Escargot.
Escargot.
But typically, aren't the larger versions of these various things not as good tasting?
That I don't know.
That kind
Especially
of
if they've been in a
rule?
suitcase for a couple of weeks.
What do you want? Baby snails? Is that what you want?
I don't know.
Well, that's just cruel.
Snail eggs?
Well, okay. How are we?
Changing the subject.
Go ahead, please.
There are some new insights into Saturn's iconic rings, and it suggests that I'm going to sneeze.
Oh.
Bless you.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That shirt's got to go.
It suggests that the rings are beginning to disappear. New analysis of data captured by NASA's Cassini mission reveals that Saturn's bright icy rings were probably still forming when dinosaurs roamed the Earth. However, as meteoroids infiltrated the rings, they pushed material within the innermost rings towards Saturn, causing the rings to lose many tons of mass every second. This means the rings do not have much time left, astronomically speaking.
Really? They think they're going to... Oh,
they'll be around another few hundred million years at most.
Yeah.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Chilling.
Yeah. I hope the same thing happens to Uranus. It gets rid of that...
That ring.
No. Uranus has that ugly zit.
Sit on the anus.
Isn't that called a boil?
Is that what that is?
Boy, we're getting it now.
So we got plenty of time. None of us will see
No.
the ringless Saturn.
A ringless Saturn.
Coming up, we have what, Kristi?
Well, we have our history lesson coming up, and we have more from Mike Armstrong.
Oh, okay. That'll be great. But right now, I know we have more from Josh Arnold talking about what the season is. It's the season of grilling, and it's also the season of Father's Day. Don't make the mistake of not giving your dad Omaha steaks for Father's Day. Is that correct?
That's exactly right. Father's Day right around the corner. Get Dad what he really wants, my friends. Omaha steaks. That's right. They're perfectly aged, always tender, guaranteed delicious. The Father's Day experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy to put a smile on the big guy's face with hand-selected packages. Head over to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off your qualifying order. Packages can include fork tender, bacon-wrapped filet mignons. That is poetry, isn't it? Listen to that again.
Don't you mean fillets mignon?
Fork tender, bacon-wrapped fillets mignon. My gosh, just saying it makes my mouth water. Other gourmet grillables are in these packages. Air-chilled boneless chicken breasts, juicy burgers, jumbo don't you dare call them hot dog franks, and many more favorites. Whether he's your father, father-in-law, or father figure, he's the guy who was always ready to step up when you needed him most. This Father's Day, show him the love with the only gift that's as unforgettable as he is, the mouth-watering perfection of Omaha Steaks. Do not wait. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off an unforgettable gift guaranteed to make Dad's day. If there's one thing we know, it's that dads want steak. That's omahasteaks.com. Code BTS at checkout.
How far away is Father's Day?
What is it, August?
December 25th.
My point is,
do it now. I mean,
do it today. OmahaSteaks.com.
It's June 18th.
Is it?
Is it that quick, huh?
All right, get those steaks for Dads. He does not want a tie. Hey, Dad, here's a book. This is going to take you 12 hours. You won't read it. How about a steak? Oh, I'll help eat it. Thank you very much.
I'm getting all the dads I know foie gras. Because it's not cruel to stuff a goose until it almost bursts.
Do you like liver?
Love.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Me too.
You like it, Mike?
Oh, I love liver.
Like chicken liver
and onions.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah, it's good stuff.
Okay.
Uramaki? Oh, yeah.
Not great on a first date.
What, eating hers? Or?
Yeah, well, they certainly don't care for that.
If she lets you, you can eat hers.
With a nice
You don't want to force yourself.
Hey, Hannibal, you want to knock it off?
You're going deep.
Kind of ruins the first date.
Especially not in the restaurant.
That is a tongue, my friend. Are you an anteater? Okay, on that note, I'm coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later.
I wanted to ask you about this. These are your
Adopted
parents.
parents. That's
okay.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm adopted. I was actually left in a basket on the stoop of a fire station. And had I been a Dalmatian, they would have kept me. But damn your luck. Huh? Yeah, damn my luck.
No. But you were that's nice though. You were adopted, and you have a good relationship with your adopted.
I love being adopted. But people say things to me. I'm with my dad. A guy comes up to me. He goes, "You have your father's eyes." I'm like, "No, I don't even have his address." Wow. I think he lives near a fire station. Somewhere. You know, I feel blessed to be adopted. But I'm curious about my culture, my heritage. I kind of think I'm a light-skinned black man. Really? Based Very on light. what? Because I'm big. You know. Yeah. Oh, I got you. Okay. Banana. People, exactly. That's why it's a fun word. People ask, are you English, you German, you French? I don't know. I'm adopted. All I know about my culture is they give away their children.
Vegas Golden Knights advanced to their second Stanley Cup final in 6 years of existence, a 6-0 rout over Dallas last night in Dallas. And Ryan Blaney pulled away late to win the rescheduled Coca-Cola 600 yesterday at Charlotte Speedway. Major League Baseball interleague action. Cubs beat Tampa Bay, Kansas City over St. Louis. American League, your winners: Cleveland, Texas, Minnesota, the Angels, and the Yankees. And 3 teams in the National League get wins: Arizona, San Francisco, and the Dodgers. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bonjour, Bob and Tom.
Oh, it's
Pepe Escrote.
Pepe Escrotum. Good morning,
Hi,
Pepe.
Como talez-vous with you?
Oh, we're fine.
Hi, Pepe. I heard you were talking about my old job.
Your old job was?
Oui, collecting the non-urine.
Oh,
is
the
that your
non-urine
job?
used in these fertility drugs.
Yes, it was a terrible, terrible job, and I'm glad I no longer do it.
Well, why was it so bad?
Well, you have to go around, collecting the urine. But I just wanted to call to tell you why they had to stop using it.
Why?
Well, it's a terrible, terrible thing. These babies, they were conceived and born with using the non-urine. When they came out, they would not cry when they were spanked.
They wouldn't?
No.
Why?
You had to wrap them across the hands with a ruler.
I see.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Yes, Pepe.
What are the only 3 words you need to know in French?
Oh, I know this one.
That's right.
Thank you, Pepe L'escrotum. Au revoir.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
What's harder to raise, boys or girls?
I would guess girls.
Girls. Boys are easy. Just give them a book of matches. They're happy.
Yeah, book of matches and some hands. Oh, yeah.
Until they turn 13, then you give them a Playboy magazine. You won't hear another word out of them until they're 25. Am I right, Chick?
You're right.
Oh, yeah.
When you're right, you're right.
Testify.
I ain't seen my oldest boy in 4 years. My oldest boy, he's 17. He's been driving for a year. He's had 27 accidents.
My God.
In fact, I call him the David Copperfield of drivers. Oh, yes, because it's magic. Because to hear him tell it, stuff just appears out of nowhere and he hits it. And he's stupid. He always comes with the same excuse. I mean, he's not even a good liar. He's like, I had to swerve to miss a deer. 27 deer. Well, maybe she get me some deer whistles for my car. I said, son, you need mailbox whistles because that's the only thing you've been killing. Mailman can't even deliver in the neighborhood no more. He just hands me the mail and he goes, you figure the stuff out. I'm done.
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can guess you're obviously an athlete.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you got to have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Man. Standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is.
Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello. You all right?
There's Josh Arnold. Ace Cosby's here. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom with our special guest. Tommy?
Thank you very much. He's professional comedian Mike Armstrong.
I got a feeling I'm going to walk out of here sick. She's sneezing, he's gagging.
I just have allergies.
Nothing to worry
Me
about.
too.
Just
God
COVID.
bless you.
Now, you are a professional comedian, Mike, so I don't want you to take this the wrong way. As I often say, even Tiger Woods at the peak of his career would take golf lessons. He'd have a swing coach, whatever, and that's time now to adjust your comedy.
I got a wife.
Because I know that you're on your way to the Mason City Limits coming up this weekend. Friday and Saturday in Mason City, Illinois. But as a professional comedian, you need just a little bit of a...
Get to it!
You know what? I love that place.
Here he is with his joke of the day.
The guy walks into a bar with $10 and asks, "What can I get?" Bartender says, "Get those deer out of my damn bar."
Boy, I knew that was coming. Man. Barely a sentence.
No, we were
America's
talking about
Got
this
Talent.
controversial, I can't even say it, foie gras Is that, did I get it right? Foie gras.
Yes.
Which is how do they make it? They make the birds eat extra food.
They force feed ducks and geese to make their livers bigger, and that's where the pate comes from.
That's right.
Wow.
Liver pate.
I do love a pate. In fact,
And Josh's contention is the ducks don't know what's happening to them.
No, they don't care. All they know is, hey, extra food.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they're in constant
So
pain.
you'll eat.
They're in constant pain. You get it wrong with this.
Don't you think this is a little bit? This is just in contemporary culture. We shouldn't do this, even though you like to pate like it's 1999.
Oh my God! I can't laugh, man. I can't laugh. That's wrong. It's just wrong.
It's a Prince joke.
Now that's cool.
Now for today in history.
It's a Prince joke, he said.
Pate like
May
it's 1999.
He thought we didn't get the reference.
Got it? May 30.
Why me? Why me?
$10 jokes looking better.
What is today's date?
May 30th.
May 30th.
530.
30.
Give me a minute. I got to find it.
Captain Preparation.
On this date in history, May 30th, in a prior year. Ooh, this is not good.
What you got, Hitler maybe? Or?
No, it's worse. Joan of Arc burned at the stake.
That's not worse
That's
than Hitler.
not worse than Hitler.
You weirdo. It wasn't good, but not worse than Hitler.
You know, in history, I've always found that
You make him sound like a bad guy.
like Joan of Arc, always less popular than Noah of Arc. Noah of Arc had more fun, had pets.
Pets.
Did you say Noah of Arc?
Yeah.
Joan of Arc. That's what he said.
Noah of Arc.
Noah's Ark?
Okay, sorry. 1539, Hernando de Soto discovers Florida, and that's a nice car.
Dude, Tom, you are killing with Armstrong this morning.
You're killing me, and I'm going to hate myself later.
Didn't Bogart?
Somebody's going to come up and tell me a dumb joke, and I'm going to stare at him.
Didn't Bogart drive a DeSoto? Never mind. Okay. This is sad too. These are all terrible. In 1896, the first car accident occurred when Mr. Henry Wells hit a guy on a bicycle.
Is that right?
That was okay. I guess a car was in. Two cars would be the car accident. I guess. Car versus bicycle.
Yeah. Car wins.
Something happened.
Hope the guy had a helmet.
Yeah.
Okay. 1911, the first Indy 500 was run.
Yep.
Remember who won it, Kristi?
AJ Foyt.
Adolph Rupp.
Bobby Knight. No. Ray Haroon.
There's a little bit of, there's a controversy there, right? Some people say he didn't.
That they didn't count the laps right or something?
Yeah.
I think I've heard that
It's
before.
pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
We did a poster with a nice drawing of the Marmon
Wasp.
Okay. Let's see.
Look it up. There are two races. I know a little.
The bad news continues. 1935, Babe Ruth's final game, and he goes hitless.
Oh, that's sad.
There's a little controversy there.
Yeah, there is a bit of
Some people say it was a single.
They didn't count the innings right. I heard.
Said no.
Wow. Let's see. Here we go. There's something happy. Happy birthday to the great Mel Blanc.
Oh, yeah.
So happy birthday to what? Bugs Bunny,
his
Sylvester the
last
Cat,
name
Tweety
is
Bird.
so horrible we can't say it on broadcast.
Yosemite Sam.
And he was worth every penny, wasn't he? The folks at Warner Brothers would just hand him every week a blank check. And say,
oh, my God. It's funnier if Tom would have said it.
On this date in history, 1918, more baseball news.
Oh, good.
Bob Evans.
The restaurant?
Down on the farm?
Yeah, the inventor of the Grand Slam.
No, that's Denny's.
Denny's!
Sorry. Wrong restaurant. Okay, you didn't get that. Okay, this one Josh will know, so I want to see.
Who invented the pizza?
Hey, it could be dirty, too. It could be porn.
Could be pornography. Yeah.
Christy, do you know who, born in 1951, Stephen Tobolowsky. Do you know who that is?
No.
Ryerson.
Ned Ryerson. In Groundhog Day. Very fine actor. He's got a good book. He's a classic character actor.
He's okay.
He is very good, yeah.
How about this one, Christy? 1964. Happy birthday, Tom Morello.
Rage
Against the Machine.
I'm
His last album, he's beating his washer.
Was that a brand of washer or something?
I don't know.
Damn, the Speed Queen.
He's got a Rage Against the Machine.
Rage Against the
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a protest joke.
We'll have things we learned today, tomorrow morning.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.